Welcome to Point and Click, the series where we go through all adventure games that that tickles our fancy. Hey there, Steve.
Yep.
There he is over there, the talking T800 skull. Awesome. How you been, Steve?
Not bad.
Yeah. Anything new happened recently? Any good stories to tell?
I don't think it's a good story, but I could tell it if you really want.
Hey, it's up to you. It's totally up to you. If you don't want to, then that's good too. Whispers of a Machine. This is a game by the same people that did Kathy Rain, and we know how good that game was. I do not know anything about this game. I'm sure you're in the same boat, right, Steve?
Yeah, I know nothing other than the title screen is reminding me of the Blues Brothers, but I'm pretty sure it's going to have nothing to do with that.
Blues Brothers? How come?
There's a scene where the car goes off they're on the state highway and the car has to... The Blues Brothers do a reverse onto the other lane. It's that American style where there's it's almost like two highways, one for each direction, and there's a gap between.
Mm-hmm.
And they do a U-turn, and John Candy is in one of the cop cars, and it tries to do a U-turn, but launches itself from on the up incline back onto the road.
Yep.
And launches itself into a truck. And so there's the scene where John Candy asks for the radio, and the cop passes it to him, and he goes, what car are we? And he goes, 5-5. And he goes, this is car 55. We're in the truck. It's lodged in the back.
Okay, is that kind of like Spy Hunter? Is that how it was done?
No, because this is it hitting the back, so it's like it hits the storage area, the I don't know what you call it, but the thing that the truck is towing.
Yep.
That everything's stored, it like hits that to the side, but crushes it so that it then sits poking out of it, almost like a cartoony missile poking out of something.
Gotcha. It's been so long. I don't think I've seen Blues Brothers for at least 10 years. At least. I remember liking it a lot.
Yeah, it's pretty solid.
Nice. For me, this game, because there's like the floating island in the background, I guess it reminds me of that. Remember that movie Elysium with Matt Damon?
Yeah, a bit. That was much higher, wasn't. But yeah, kind of.
Yeah, that's what comes to mind anyway. As far as I know, this game's very much like cyborg, cyberpunky sort of thing.
Yeah.
I could be totally wrong. That's
the name would make me think of what is it to be human, that kind of stuff. Almost like because the title's also very similar to Ghost in the Machine. It's that kind of evocative name.
Yep. I guess there's another thing this reminds me that you mentioned. That is, remember the anime that they turned into a movie? The anime was called Battle Angel
Ghost in the Shell. I don't know why I couldn't think of it. Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, Ghost in the Shell. But remember Battle Angel Alita, where they had this sort of floating city, and there was these big, huge sort of cables that came down to the ground, and there was these self-defense kind of grinding things that would make sure nothing climbs up them.
Yeah, I haven't actually seen it.
What?
But I should.
Okay, yeah. And I think James Cameron did the remake, or not the remake, the Hollywood blockbuster film Alita Battle Angel, just by reversing the words and all that.
And I've heard that's decent.
I liked it for sure.
Probably one of those things where people who'd seen the anime probably hated it. But,
I've seen both and I enjoyed both.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, how about we get... Actually, you know what? Before we get started, just a bit of a content warning. Something I saw in the options. There's this checkbox.
Okay.
Makes me wonder what that would actually be. But if you are afraid... I'm guessing it's going to be boobs. If you're afraid of boobs, just keep that in mind. Pixel boobs.
I don't think it would go that serious.
I don't know.
It could.
What else could it be? Buttocks?
That could be full nudity. It could be there's a movie I haven't seen, but it's come up recently on review shows and stuff where Viggo Mortensen is in a fight, fully in the nude.
Yeah, I think that was Eastern Promises.
Yeah,
that's what it's called. Seen that? Yep. All right, how about we get started then?
I've got one thing first. Yep. Because I've got a retraction to make.
Okay, correction.
Fortunately, it's not a Steve fact. It wasn't an official Steve fact, so I don't have to commit seppuku.
Did it get claimed as one though?
No, that's the thing. It didn't. So I'm pretty sure. So we talked about Rocketeer, and I talked about Bruce Campbell being in the lead. And I was thinking recently, it's like I should watch that again. And it wasn't on streaming, but I have the DVD, so I had to dig through my old DVDs. Found it, put it on. It's like, that doesn't look like Bruce Campbell. And looked it up, and it's a guy named Billy Campbell.
I can see the mistake then. That's fair enough.
But then also, I could picture him in the lead. So the thing is, it's not just the names in it, because it's not like I just saw it on IMDb. It's like I could picture him in there, but they're also very alike. So I've gone, that has to be his brother. Looked at the Wikipedia page. No mention of Bruce on his Wikipedia page at all. It's like, okay, it's not, doesn't seem to be related. But yeah, because that's the other thing. Because the reason I thought Bruce Campbell fit was because they both have the very handsome look, like in terms of the illustrated aviator style, where they've got they can do that, but they can also both do the comedy, the bungling fool, because that's the idea. Is a really good aviator, has the look, but he also is very bungling outside anything to do with flying.
I don't know, maybe they're eighth cousins on the mother's boyfriend's side or something.
Yeah. Or I jumped timelines at one point, and I did actually watch a Bruce Campbell version of it. And,
the Berenstein Bears syndrome.
Yeah, I'm in the universe now that it was Billy Campbell instead.
Awesome. All right, well, let's get started. Having known some themes in Kathy Rain, let me remind you about a grown-up fetus ghost boy. There could be a lot of weird concepts in this too. Let's go. Viewer discretion advised. How's the volume, Thomas?
So, what's with the gloomy look? Left someone dear behind?
Yeah. You could say that.
Been there. So, Nord Sunday, you better buckle up. We've got some nasty weather coming in.
I heard. Sadly, caring about storms is a luxury people in my line of work are rarely afforded.
Oh, and what kind of work is that?
Special Agent, Violent Crimes. Central Bureau.
Well, shit.
I love the portrait work. I think it's really cool.
Yeah, and this one's it was a little bit grating with Kathy Rain, but this one's much better. I think I had an issue with it being too detailed compared to the pixel art.
Okay. Ooh, someone's been shot. Is this a Blade Runner esque?
You there. This is a restricted crime scene.
Also, the music at the title screen reminded me of Twin Peaks a little bit too.
At ease, Constable. Special Agent England here.
At ease, Constable.
Oh.
Special Agent England here.
There you go.
Oh, my apologies, Agent. I was expecting someone older.
I'll take that as a compliment. Now, brief me, please.
Certainly, ma'am. The victim is Carl Oscarson, age 33, stabbed to death by an unknown assailant.
It's probably
He
this
worked
guy.
here as a carpenter and was found early this morning by a coworker who was sitting over there by the window.
Got it.
Oh, what's this? Tutorial. Vera's personality. Vera can advance 3 distinct personality traits. Empathetic, assertive, analytical. Your choices will influence all 3, affecting the course of the story and the tools at your disposal. Advancing your personality trait always weakens the other 2, so make sure you make your choices carefully. All right, what do you reckon?
I mean, should we try to main 1 or 2, or should we try to stay in the center?
That's what I was thinking. Would it be more fun to be one of the 3 and just go with it? So in every scenario I don't know. What do you think?
I was role playing as a detective. I'd probably go assertive and analytical, but that means you're someone who isn't sensitive to like victims, and like if that guy's innocent, then he's probably dealing with the trauma of seeing someone, and you're sort of missing that. But it's like the hard-ass detective is that mix.
The only thing is, choosing one will weaken the other 2, so it's more like we'd be mainlining one rather than the other.
Yeah, although you could go like both, like, and they sort of even each other out, but you're still moving away from the third one.
Okay, so you don't want to do any empathy. You just want to be assertive and analytical. I'm
As
okay.
far as role playing it, I still like the empathy because it's the helping people. Like, empathy is the more superhero type person where you're helping people.
Yeah. Or we could just wing it. Maybe when we come to a decision, we'll just talk about it.
Yeah, because see what they actually are like. Keep this in mind, but see what the questions are like when they come up. Which way we want to go.
Maybe like being assertive means putting that pistol that I see in the inventory in someone's mouth or something. Ask for answers. That could be a bit too extreme.
Yeah.
I wonder if there's going to be shootouts then if we've got... And I see there's like a muscle gauge down the bottom. Alright.
Sorry about the state of the crime scene. We're not used to this sort of thing.
Evidently. This entire room should have been evacuated. Staying clear of the body would have decreased the risk of contaminating evidence.
Yeah, maybe we should have established a wider perimeter.
Yes, I would highly advise that for next time.
Got it. I'll strive to do better in the future.
Good to hear. Now, give me a second while I examine the body.
Come on,
I'll
cop.
be here.
That's like day one of the academy, right? This choice has amplified Vera's analytical side. There'll be many instances like this, strengthening one personality trait at the expense of the other two. Okay. This is interesting.
So, is this where you use your X-ray vision?
My what?
Come on, you have to be aware of the rumors. How agents like you are supposed to be equipped with some kind of advanced cybernetics.
Yeah, okay.
Let's just say I'm good at what I do. We'll leave it at that.
Oh, didn't mean to overstep my boundaries. Hush, hush. Got it.
Using the left mouse to walk and interact with objects, space will display interactables. Okay, cool.
I didn't mean to deliver exposition like that.
What do you mean?
The whole, you can use your X-ray vision is to tell the audience.
Oh, I see what you're saying, yeah.
It's,
Sweet. Alright, well, let's look at the other things before we do the corpse. Let's check the lockers.
A row of personal lockers for the workers here.
I think these games have really good voice acting too. I'm really happy with that.
Looks pre-collapse, basically a glorified corner lamp. There's a coin slot on the side with a coin stuck in it. I can probably pull it out using some extra strength.
Ooh,
well,
tutorial.
is that
Muscle boost increases your strength for a limited time. Interact with your target before the time runs out.
Got the code.
Sweet. That's cool. Alright, we'll see what the other one
that was
is.
a quick cooldown too.
Yeah. Forensic scanner. What's biometrics? Biometrics analyzer will automatically lock onto the nearest targets. Okay.
Maybe you have to walk closer to someone and then it starts doing stuff.
Drag and drop the scanner to move it around. Anomalies viewed through the lens will light up in a bright color. The scan is now in smart mode, where forensic anomalies are detected through the surrounding environment. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Look at that. That's really cool.
Check the that dude.
Oh, he's got blood on his hands. Hello.
We see that anyway.
Oh yeah, I suppose so.
So I mean, try to move the body or something.
Yeah, possibly. Alright, cool. We'll get out of that. That's great. I wonder if we can then... Oh, it's an antique coin.
It's an old pre-collapse coin. No one would accept it as payment today.
Let's just hope it doesn't have a blade or it wasn't that bad, but the Blade Runner section where you go into a shootout in the middle of the what is otherwise a point and click.
I wonder if it means we can get shot then if we got a handgun, or maybe the handgun is just to have a handgun. There's a rune there. Some sort of Viking?
My picture of Alex. I miss him. My picture of Alex.
Okay. Carl's murder. Your notebook contains 2 sections, notes and people. You can click on the arrows to toggle between them. You can show inventory items during dialogue by simply clicking on them. Okay, cool.
The reason I'm here. I need to gather as much evidence as possible and try to get some kind of lead on the killer.
Sweet. Okay. Okay. Oh, okay. Here we go. Here's the people.
Carl Oscarson, murdered at age 33. He had a job as a carpenter in the Nordson workshop hall.
Ooh. 3 years younger than Jesus. Same occupation. Coincidence? I don't know. Don't know. Haven't figured that out yet. I thought this was a light bulb before, like as if it was a question.
Oh, yeah. It's like directed by Ridley Scott.
I should finish examining the body first.
All right, we can do that. Let me move my keyboard closer. Here we go.
All right, we've got multiple knife-sized stab wounds to the chest. I don't see a murder weapon, so I take it none was found at the scene?
That's right. All knives and sharp tools in the building have been accounted for, too.
Maybe it was an arson.
It looks like the victim was attacked directly from the front. I don't see any major defense.
I was about to
wounds,
say like
so
a
this
nice
was either
knife or a nice
surprise
arrow.
attack,
Mm-hmm.
or the victim knew the perpetrator.
Perfect crime.
What about any potential suspects, Constable? Did Carl have enemies?
None as far as we know. He seemed to be well liked among the guys here, but the man who found him might know more.
There was a photo in his chest pocket.
Was it stabbed? Looks like it was stabbed.
It's a bloody photograph of Carl and a young woman, taken fairly recently by the look of it. He's holding hands with the woman, but I can't discern her face. Too much damage to the photo. She's wearing a brass necklace. Could be relevant.
What if we go? Oh,
I already examined him.
Oh, he's 32 years, not 33. Oh, wow, this is cool. Blood type B? Steve, do you know your blood type? Is that something you've ever looked up?
O positive. I've given blood before, so I'll tell you can do that. Do you know it?
A negative.
Okay.
Blood type B, estimated time of death, T 6 hours. It's funny, we've got like a Google Home, and whenever you set a time of like cooking and stuff, it always goes T minus 13 minutes or whatever it is, and it drives Lisa up the wall. She can't stand it. It's like, if you didn't say the T minus bullshit, I could find out exactly when it was much sooner. It's really good.
Oh yeah, yeah, it is. But it's also like shitty, like it's something that should be in a fiction. Like it's the time on target, 12 minutes. Like yeah.
Exactly. Collecting scanner samples would be added to your data vault. From here, it can be attached to the scanner for a target search. Unlike smart scans, samples will allow detection areas with a lot of contamination, such as picking up specific fingerprints in a room full of prints. Okay. Keep in mind that you won't be able to find new samples this way, so remember to use smart scan mode too. Cool. Okay. Human blood type B. DNA mismatch from...
Post-mortem, huh? That would suggest that he likely only touched the body after death.
Oh no. Did you see her eyes then? When she was in scan mode?
No. Maybe look next time.
And so this was B, was it? Just to make sure it is the same blood. B type. Okay, cool. So that matches. That's good. Yeah, it's kind of like the original Doom God mode. All right, cool. Scarlet.
Oh, she also turns to follow it as well. Or like Children of the Corn.
That's a fair beard. All right, I guess this is where we have our empathy and all that. I'm gonna... Oh, it seems like the blood is pretty obvious, so...
Yeah, I mean, we know, like, it seems like you could theoretically console the person and then ask them these questions, even if the RPG doesn't allow us to.
Mm-hmm.
But also, but being quick to the point also might help him.
Let's do that. Let's quick to the point.
The other one we sort of know from our scanning.
Hello, I'm Agent England. I have some questions for you.
Hi. Okay, go ahead.
Okay.
Can you tell me a little bit about Carl?
Sure. I've known him since I started working here 4 years ago. We instantly hit it off. He had a great sense of humor. He
Was that
used to be so
Oswald?
cheerful, you know? Always kidding around, always with a smile
Don't think
on his
so.
face.
Not quite.
Then about a year ago, something happened. He became absent-minded and humorless. I know people can change, but this came seemingly from nowhere.
What do you think caused the shift?
No idea. Whatever it was, he wouldn't confide in me about it.
Okay.
Why don't you tell me about what happened this morning?
Okay. I get up early from my morning smoke.
Disgusting.
I keep my smokes in my locker, so I came in here. I saw Carl lying in the corner. It was still kind of dark, so I thought he'd fallen and hurt himself. I ran over to him. That's when I noticed the blood, and I guess I was kind of in shock, so I tried to stop the bleeding, but then I felt how cold he was. I yelled for help. The guys came running, and then Joseph, our foreman, sent someone to go get the police.
Okay. When was the last time you saw Carl alive?
Late last night, around midnight. He stayed up with us playing cards, which is unusual.
Unusual? How so?
Well, it was rare for Carl to stick around in the evenings. He usually went out by himself.
Oh. Do you know where he used to go?
No idea. He didn't talk much about that. Maybe he went to the canteen. to
Local
meet
Robin
some
Tug, right,
friends.
Steve?
Anyway, Carl seemed a bit anxious last night. He seemed
It's a bit
distracted.
distracted looking at whether that
Got it.
is actually Patton
Thanks for
Oswald.
the info.
Oh, can I do this?
Have a look at this picture. Do you know who the woman is?
Yeah, that's just some old girlfriend of Carl's from ages ago.
Is that so? It doesn't look that old. At least Carl looks about the same.
Guess the guy aged well. Any other questions?
I don't need to show him that.
Oh, you don't know?
No, that's private. I won't show that to just anyone.
I had a gun.
No reason to show him my sidearm.
That's good, because I might have felt bad if she suddenly... Oh, it just shows you that.
That's cool.
She just suddenly pulled on him just because you clicked it.
Look at my muscles.
I don't need to use any force with him.
Ooh. Here we go. The biometric analyzer will automatically lock onto nearby targets. You can click on the icon,
Oh, I was
click the
supposed to...
lock icon. Oh, he's anxious. Okay, so that's cool. You can see the mood. It's almost
No,
like
we
LA
need to
Noir.
Yeah, we need to activate it before we talk to him, though.
Emotional anomalies in the dialogue. Yeah, I see what you're saying. Okay, maybe we can ask the same things.
Can you tell me a little bit about Carl?
Sure. I've known him since I started working here 4 years ago. We instantly hit it off. He had a great sense of humor. He used to be so cheerful, you know? Always kidding around, always with a smile on his
Pretty
face.
stock standard.
But then about a year ago, something happened. He became absent-minded and humorless. I know people can change, but this came seemingly from nowhere.
What do you think caused the shift?
No idea. Whatever it was, he wouldn't confide in me about it.
Okay.
Why don't you tell me about what happened this morning?
Okay. I get up early from my morning smoke. I keep my smokes in my locker,
It's
so
gonna be
I
awesome,
came in
Thomas.
here. I saw Carl lying in the corner. It was still kind of dark, so I thought he'd fallen and hurt himself. I ran over to him. That's when I noticed the blood, and I guess I was kind of in shock, so I tried to stop the bleeding.
Did you ever
but
play
then
it,
I
Steve?
felt how cold he was.
No, I
I
didn't.
yelled for help. The guys
you'd
came
like it.
running, and then Joseph, our
Works at the
foreman,
studio
sent
that
someone
one
to
of
go
the
get the police.
designers from LA Noir.
Okay. When was the last time you
Came
saw
over.
Carl alive?
Late last night, around midnight. He stayed up with us playing cards, which is unusual.
Unusual? How so?
Well, it was rare for Carl to stick around in the evenings. He usually went out by himself.
Oh. Do you know where he used to go?
No idea. He didn't talk much about that. Maybe he went to the canteen to meet some friends.
It's pretty smooth
Anyway,
sailing. He's
Carl
anxious,
seemed a
but
bit anxious last night. He seemed distracted.
And no
Got
bumps.
it. Thanks for the info.
okay. But it's good. We know now to put it on when we talk to people. That's good.
Yeah.
I'll click the bloody photo again though.
Are you sure about this woman?
Yes, I told you, old girlfriend from before.
Okay, checks out. Oh, hey-o. Hey-o. Logically explain that he has nothing to gain by being deceptive, be stern about it, he's clearly being dishonest, or try to appeal to his conscience.
That's assertive. The middle one's assertive.
Mm-hmm.
Top one's, I guess, analytical. Bottom one's probably emotional. Well, whatever it's called.
I reckon the top one, what do you think?
It depends how you want to play it.
Well, we're both doing this together.
I don't feel strongly about any of them. But they're all pretty good.
You should know that it would not serve your best interests to hide information from me.
Hell yeah.
By refusing to cooperate, you'll force me to escalate the situation with a formal interrogation at the police station. None of that is necessary. I'm only interested in finding Carl's murderer.
I'm sorry. I gave him a promise. The lady in the photo, Carl is still seeing her. Well, was, I suppose.
Why wouldn't you tell me that from the beginning?
It was a secret. Carl said they would both get in trouble if anybody knew.
Why would they get into trouble? An affair?
I didn't ask, but yeah, it could be.
All right. Tell me everything you know about this woman.
Carl said she lived somewhere north of town, but that's all I know.
Okay.
Is her
I
name
believe
Busty
you.
St. Clair? Hell yeah. Okay. I'm just gonna click it anyway.
We already talked about that.
Sweet.
That's
Alright.
enough questions for now.
Okay.
Now, if we go talk to... Let's switch over to this guy. Yes, it is. Cool as a cucumber, this guy.
Hey, he's been around
Constable.
a few dead bodies.
Yes, Agent.
I
Looks a
already
bit
asked
like,
him about that.
Ashiyar from Star Trek Next Generation.
I've already spoken to him about that. Do you know anything about a woman who was seeing Carl?
I'm afraid not. I didn't know Carl myself.
Okay.
Do you know who the woman in this photo is?
Too hard to tell. Sorry.
Okay. What about this coin?
I don't think he'd be interested in that.
Oh, you don't know. You could be a Vinny Caravella in disguise.
No, that's private. I won't show that to just anyone.
Alright, check out my gun.
Wow. You city police have some
There we go.
impressive hardware.
Thanks. I don't see anything on your hip. That typical for Nordsund?
Yes. We do have an armory, but it's barely used.
So basically, the top option are we role playing an American.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. We've got an Australian cop on the right, and then we've got an American cop on the left.
Yeah.
I'm going to do the bottom one.
Or a cop from most any country except America, or an American cop.
That's reasonable, given the typical rate of violent crime in a small place like this.
Up until recently, I suppose that was true.
They carry guns. They do definitely have guns on their hip tongs, but we just don't have cops shooting people over here as frequently. It happens very occasionally.
I don't know if they all
Yeah.
do. All at least have a sidearm.
Even you know those Lisa calls them fake cops, but the ones that hang around the train stations.
The train station, the public safety officers.
Yeah. So
Yeah, like the renter cops is what I have in my head.
yeah, I actually looked it up, and they are actually a department of the police. They're not just like security with, you know, they are part of the actual.
They're the ones that got a D on the at the police academy.
Probably. They used to be revolvers, a lot tongs, but now they're semi now. I don't know what they get. Like a Glock, not Glocks. Oh, I don't know. Maybe a Glock. Who knows? I don't know too much about guns. All right, that's an.
Okay, that's all I need
Oh,
for
we-
now.
Very well, Agent.
We forgot to show him our muscles.
Constable,
Yes, Agent.
I don't need to use any force with him.
Bam.
Okay, that's all I need for now.
Very well, Agent.
We're gonna show, in the same way that we show the soggy tissue to everybody, we're gonna show everyone our muscles. Worker lockers. Guess we to dormant. To the dorms, maybe. Yeah.
A row of personal lockers for the workers here. Not sure which one belongs to Carl.
It wasn't an option, was it?
No. Now we.
Oh wait, now it comes up.
Yeah. It's because we've talked to this guy.
So we have to ask that guy.
A few more questions, if I may?
That's true, Tongs. Absolutely. Like I'm trying to think, the last major crime we had in the city was probably, there was this guy that hopped in a car and was sort of doing sort of donuts in the middle of the intersection in the city and then drove through some people in the mall.
Yeah, we had 2 cases of a guy driving a car
Yeah,
for
it
a
was
crowd.
exactly. It was the big one was in Burke Street, which is the huge mall. I think he ran over like 4 people or something. I'm not sure if anyone died though, but anyway, that was where the cops. Well, originally, I think he had propane containers in the back of his car or something, and he lit them up trying to make it explode. But they've got safety valves, so they didn't. And there was a heroic homeless person that got a shopping trolley and started ramming him because he had a knife, and he was like, yes, actually, the dude did kill somebody with the knife, unfortunately, which was like a famous restaurateur up north. But anyway, yeah, the homeless man sort of managed to sort of keep him occupied with the shopping trolley by ramming into him, and then the police ended up having to shoot this guy. Exactly, yeah. But that was years ago. That was like 2018 or something. There hasn't been anything really huge like that since, thankfully.
Hey, do you know which one of these lockers belongs to Carl?
Yeah, it's number 2, second from the left.
Okay, I'll check it out. Is there an extra key for it somewhere?
I don't think so. As far as
I'll
I know,
use
Carl
our
had
strength.
the only one.
Mm-hmm.
That's strength for cosmetics.
Well,
That's enough questions
Carl
for
might
now.
have the key in his pocket.
Okay.
I'll quickly check. We can turn off the scanner now. I hope we get to use our strength.
I already examined
It's
it.
fun as hell. Let's try it without it. Maybe we use the coin to sort of lockpick it. Something.
Just use the strength.
Locked. Doesn't look incredibly strong, though.
Hmm.
I might be able to get it
Yeah,
open
told
with
you.
enough force.
It'll be like the Fonzie where he slaps the jukebox in a particular way.
Jeez, try not to wreck the place.
Oh.
No reason for alarm. I just needed to get this locker open.
No
The
need
guy's
for
dead,
alarm.
man. Yeah, the guy's dead, man.
Hmm.
That's a way bad property damage.
A pair of large boots with dirt under them.
Okay, we'll scan that in a second. This is cool as. This is like CSI shit.
There was a piece of paper in one of the inner pockets. I've looked there already.
All right.
It's facing away, so I can't see the eyes.
Oh, yeah, true. Saffron.
I could go and follow up on the saffron lead now, but I should check out the dormitory first.
Okay, the dorm. Good to know.
The note looks like it was written by a woman. It reads,
Hi, Doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses.
Oh, okay, good call.
a few more questions, if I may?
Ooh,
Not while we're talking.
I thought that's when we need it.
That's enough questions for
Oh, I
now.
pressed the wrong one.
Okay.
My bad, my bad, my bad.
A few more questions, if I may? Do you know anything about saffron plants?
Nope. I know we grow them in Nordsund, but that's it.
Okay.
That's enough questions for now.
Okay.
What about the policeman? Does he know where saffron comes from?
Constable,
Yes, Agent.
do you know anything about saffron plants?
I know we grow them here in Nordsund, but I'm not sure exactly where. We have vegetables all over.
Okay, cool.
Okay, that's all I need for now.
Very well, Agent.
Off to the dorms we go.
Hey, I'm gonna go check out the dorm. Where's Carl's bed?
Turn left and then go straight. I left the light on so it'd be easy for you to find.
Oh,
Gotcha.
lovely.
Be right back.
These beds look so uncomfortable.
Mm.
Dirty laundry. Smells like machine oil.
You know, I hate the smell of engine oil. It makes me feel sick. Like, I get like, it's not hunger pangs, but it's kind of like hunger pangs in a sense whenever I smell oil or even sawdust. Same thing. Don't know what it is.
Both beds look recently used.
Ventilation tube, yeah.
Sawdust is usually gross just because it's usually to cover up something.
Oh, like
It's
vomit.
placed, yeah,
Pens and
vomit,
paper.
or
Nothing
it's
out of the ordinary.
or it's used for like animals staying somewhere to
Clean
hide
clothes and sheets.
pee and poo.
Nothing interesting. Huh. Odd place for a ventilation duct.
Ooh, let's punch it open.
I don't think extra strength helps there.
Okay. Well, what if we get out the old bioscanner? Wow.
Nothing on the bed. So that guy must do the thing I'm thinking of in the toilet instead.
What?
To relieve himself, he must always relieve himself in the toilet.
I've looked there already.
Did we find absolutely nothing in here? I think so, hey.
Yeah, a bag with oil. There's nothing in the chest.
No, just clean sheets. Let's do the ventilation
Huh.
again.
Odd place for a ventilation duct.
Shoot the ventilation duct.
Good
It could
idea.
be
I
John
don't wanna
McClane could be
shoot
hiding
that.
in it.
Shoot the chest.
I don't want to shoot that.
Okay. Wow, what a bust that was. Guess we're going to go to Nordstrom, or whatever it was called.
I could go and follow up on the saffron lead now, but I think there's more to find in the dormitory.
Is
Okay.
there
Maybe
now?
maybe the neighbors. What?
Yeah, there's nothing in, can't interact with it. Unless I would click everything again. Why not?
I've looked there already.
Okay.
Both beds look recently used. Both beds. I already searched that. I've looked there already.
That's so weird. What could it be? Maybe.
That action doesn't seem productive to me.
Oh, unless we use it like a screwdriver?
That combination makes no
Okay.
sense.
Let's read
Maybe
this.
stands.
Hi, doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses.
What's that save?
Maybe stand to the right. Stand to the right, and then just do a scan. Okay, just to get out of the way.
Alright, I'll look at the camera so you can
Of
see.
partially the bed, but also just the whole area.
Yeah, good point. I think I only scanned this area. Maybe there's some stuff over here.
You can't use that what looks like a computer in the background.
No, I don't think so. What are these again? Oh, it's
Oh, that's what you're scanning for.
interesting. Okay.
Blade shape, yeah.
Carl's DNA. Oh, okay. We got it. Oh, okay. That's Carl's bed.
Okay,
Oh,
so that is what I was thinking of.
fingerprints. That's good. Now it'll add it up there, right?
There's not much new information because you'd expect that.
Okay. Matching fingerprints. Oh, here we go.
So that'll reveal hidden compartment.
Huh. There are a lot of prints around a
Actually, that's
panel on
the-
the air duct.
Children of the Corn vision.
The panel is screwed on tight. I'll need some way of getting it loose.
Coin.
Yes. I had the right idea all along.
There was
Key?
a small key hidden inside the duct. I think I'm almost done here. I should just talk to the constable before
I do
go.
like that sort of the exposition of saying I think I'm almost done.
Mm.
That's good. Let's just give that another. This is fingerprints. I wonder if we can. Let's do. I guess we didn't. Oh yeah, well, got the saffron for the boot print. DNA, cool. Ooh, collar. Okay, I thought it was maybe like lipstick of a lady. Cool, I think that's it.
Hey, I think I'm done here.
Oh, okay. Mind sharing your findings?
It seems like the murder could be tied to a secret relationship Carl had with a woman. But I'm leaving all options open.
Sounds reasonable. Do you have a lead to follow up on?
Yes, I have reason to believe that Carl recently passed through an area with saffron plants somewhere in Nordsund. Maybe I can correlate that with Carl's movements to the north of town when seeing that woman.
Okay.
Good. Meanwhile, we'll transport the body to the morgue and have an autopsy performed as soon as possible. Do you want us to keep the area sealed off?
No need. I'm done here and won't come back. You can let the men get back to work.
Very well. I'll let them know.
By the way, how do I get to the police station from here?
Just head straight east outside. You'll see it.
Got it. See you later.
Let's
Constable.
Yes, Agent.
yeah. Oh, I thought we would talk about what we found. Guess not. Oh,
Any idea of what this key could open?
Nope. But it looks small. Some kind of drawer? Maybe a filing cabinet or something?
okay.
I found this in Carl's coat. What do you make of it?
Not sure. But it's a bit strange that the person who wrote this couldn't just tell him face to face.
Maybe they didn't want to risk being seen together. Or the note's author needed to leave in a hurry.
Yeah, could be.
All right. That's it. Let's
Okay, that's all I need for now.
maybe show old mate
Very
the
well,
key.
Agent.
A few more questions, if I may. Any idea of what this key opens?
Nope, haven't seen a key like that before.
Do you know who wrote this note to Carl?
Afraid not. I don't recognize the handwriting.
Okay.
That's
Sweet.
enough questions for now.
Okay.
In Nordsund. West.
Looks like an old hovercraft.
Ooh, okay.
I don't need to go down to the ground right now.
Alright.
I swear on the island.
Hey, what's happening here?
Bit of an electrical problem with some fallen power lines. It's being taken care of, but it'll be a while.
So I can't enter the museum?
Well, you can, but only if electrocution is something you enjoy during working hours.
Absolutely.
Will there also be incineration? I prefer my electrocutions to be followed by intense burning.
You'll be nice and crisp, all right. Jokes aside, come back tomorrow.
Okay.
By then, the museum should be available.
All right, thanks. Nah, I'll leave her to her job for now.
Okay. What about you, policeman?
Hello, deputy. What are you guarding?
The residence of the first murder victim. The commissary told me to direct you to his office before going upstairs.
I see. I'll go find him and come back later then.
Sounds good, Agent.
There will be time for that later. I should go find Anderson.
What does this locked target mean? I guess when I walk away. Let's see if that's what that means.
Looks like it.
Cool. Okay. Let's see if I should save it. Oh, there is no save. Okay. Let's try.
What
Doesn't
if
look
it's
like I
actually
can
used?
enter the museum.
Sorry, what was that?
I wonder if that's actually used.
What's that?
Like you lock it and then go to the other side of the room, and there's a jolt of anxiety when you look
Yeah.
at something.
That'd be cool. To Town Square, hey? So let me go to Town Square. It does.
All right, so this is the town square. That building with the emblem must be the police station. Nice and shiny. I can even see my reflection in
It's
it.
like the, in Chicago, is it called the Bean? I think it's called? Yeah.
Looks like a small wind turbine for electricity.
Alright, since this seems to have like 1,000 ways to go, let's go that other way. It seemed to be closed off first. Oh, okay. Let's go get a drink. Holy shit, okay. Machine?
Robot? Drilling machine? Space rocket? I have no idea, honestly. Looks like it's filled with different kinds of spare parts.
Do this.
Looks like an old filing cabinet. Not sure what it's used for. Various handbooks for the typical day-to-day stuff.
This is a stretch.
That action doesn't seem productive to me.
Okay, fair enough. Jesus, scared the shit out of me.
A neat stack of
Like
plates.
off.
Matching cutleries no one has seen. A few identical coffee cups. They don't look quite as clean as they should be.
Do you ever, when you're in a restaurant, I do this all the time, so that's the preface of this story. If I ever get cutlery and it's dirty, I will subtly, maybe not so subtly, like flick it off the table on the floor, so I don't have to deal with the, can I get a fork? This one's dirty.
Hey, yeah, you don't want the Monty Python sketch to happen.
What's that?
That's my favorite sketch in the whole, like Flying Circus. They have something completely different thing, but it's always like, oh, and the waiter comes over and it's like a really nice waiter. How are you doing? He goes, oh, this is fine. You know, it's just one little thing that's just like got a bit of a dirty fork, and the waiter's like horrified, and he goes, oh my god, I'm sorry. And he goes, no, that's fine. I just like it replaced. And he goes, yep, sure, certainly, and runs off. And it's like, oh, the service is really nice. He's saying to his wife, and the head waiter comes over and goes, oh, excuse me, sir, and he looks at the fork, and the other waiter's there, and he goes, you stupid idiot, and he just starts slapping him around, and he goes, and the guy's trying to go, no, it's fine, and he goes, no, I'm sorry to give you a dirty fork. It just escalates from there, where it's like, who's responsible for this? Find out who responsible for this and give them their papers right now. And the guy's trying to tell him, no, and he goes, in fact, sack the entire kitchen staff. This is unacceptable. And then like the manager comes over and it's like, sorry, but to serve you a dirty fork, because I should just send a link because it's very long. I'm sorry, but yeah, it's like we had troubles recently. So and so got sick, and this and that, and he goes, but we're coming through. It seemed like we were going to come through, and then this happened. And then John Cleese, the chef, comes out and he goes, "You bastards!" and just goes on a rant.
I have to watch it. For sure.
Weekend's coming up. Great, huh?
Looks like you've got a head start.
All shoes repaired, all coats patched up. That's when you call it a day. Finish your work fast and you get the best food rations. Oldest trick in the book.
I get it. Well, enjoy your time off.
Cool. Don't need to talk to him about anything. What about you, Patron?
Gotta rest my mind, stranger. Have a long weekend shift ahead of me.
No problem. Enjoy the rest of your time off.
I like this, that you can still talk to people, but you don't have to go into full, interrogation mode for every single person.
Yeah.
I think they deliver groceries through there.
Oh, who's this? Larry David?
Hey, I'm Vera Englund, Special Agent.
Oh, I heard about you.
It is Larry David.
I'm Rolf, the plant master of Nordsund.
A plant master? What's that?
A foreman of sorts. I oversee a team of gardeners who tend to our shared crops.
Got it. I have a few questions, if you don't mind.
Sure, go right ahead.
Sweet. Oh, we don't have the... now we do. Alright, what about saffron?
Do you happen to know where saffron is grown in Nordsund?
Perhaps. What would this gentleman have to gain from that piece of information?
Ooh.
This behavior suggests that you are a hustler, one with scruples and low supply. Cooperating would make sure your business is left alone.
Reading you loud and clear, officer.
Hey,
It's agent, or special agent, not officer. That's a police rank.
Whatever you say, agent.
how dare you call
Now,
me
two places
officer.
come to mind. The greenhouses to the south, and a few crops near Mimir Road.
Mimir Road, where's that?
North of the town square. Look for two large farming robots standing around.
All right, got it.
Interesting that it says Mimir Road, because I was talking before, but like there's a rune there, which is like a Scandinavian rune, and Mimir was also a member of Norse mythology. So I wonder if there is some sort of undertone.
Yeah, there seems to be some of the advertisements had like Norse. It looked like it was supposed to be the like Japanese out of Blade Runner, where it's neon and showing that there's cultures combining, but it looks a little bit more runic.
What do you know about the murder of Carl Oscarson?
Almost nothing. I just heard half an hour
Oscarson
ago.
also.
Damn shame.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
Not really. But like many other people, we had some contact in our work.
Okay. What was your impression of him?
Nice guy. Too nice. I'd even go so far as to call him gullible. Wouldn't be surprised if that's what got him killed.
That's so. You think he trusted the wrong person?
I'm just thinking out loud here, but yeah, it wouldn't be a shocker.
Do you like, Steve? Do you like the way that like Scandinavians do surnames, like father's name Sun at the end of it?
That's kind of silly.
Silly. Okay.
It's like, where does it end? Like,
What do you mean? Where does it end? It ends at your father. Like, your father would be Albertson, for instance. You'd have a different surname to your own dad. I don't know. There's
Yeah.
something cool about it. I kind of like it. Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to find a woman that Carl Oscarson was involved with. Know anything about that?
No, I don't stay updated on gossip like that.
When I did a DNA
What if
test
you-
for different nationalities, a large portion of my DNA came up as Scandinavian.
What if you're the son of Hitler and like you've got this constant reminder? Your surname is like a constant reminder to people that you're the son of Hitler.
You'd be Adolfson, sure, but then your son would immediately get that name removed. That'd be Stevenson. So all it takes is like you could have an asshole dad, and yeah, you would have to cop it, but at least then your son doesn't have to cop it.
Yeah.
Stevenson. I guess Stevenson is a surname, right? Like, there's people with the surname Stevenson. Can't think of any at the moment, but it's a thing.
Any idea of what
Yeah, I
this
think so.
opens?
Not a clue.
What do you make of this?
Not sure. But about the first day I came to Nordsund, I think the police have records of when people come and go.
Ah, might be worth a follow-up. Thanks.
Sweet.
Do you know who these people are?
Damn, that's bloody. Looks like Carl Oscarson, but I couldn't say who the woman is.
No, that's private. I won't show that to just anyone.
Don't want to show randos my boyfriend photo.
No reason to show him my sidearm. Nah, there's no need to brawl.
Not yet, there isn't.
Not while we're talking.
Okay. Well, I think that's it in the interrogation of Larry
Okay,
David.
that's all I need.
Alrighty, see you around.
Looks a bit overgrown.
Do you know the Tasha
use
Yar
some
character
trimming.
that she looks like? By the way?
Yeah, I haven't seen much of that, but I know who the character is you're talking. And I know that she
Yeah,
was
she's-
killed off or something.
Yeah, she was a security officer, so she was Wolf's was her subordinate in the first season. The actress quit because of conflict between the writers and the actors, and she just thought it was all going to fall apart.
Oh,
So she decided to quit, so they killed off a character, and she regretted that decision ever since. While she saw everyone, all the other actors have pretty much had a, just pretty much haven't needed to do any other work since then. But
Well, one could say, Steve, that they lived long and they prospered, right?
yeah,
Hmm?
except for the one person that jumped out on the first season.
Yeah. Me.
A 100% certified got him.
So I was watching a review thing. It was kind of funny because it had her in it, the actress, and there's a character. They show a clip where the character asks her what she's thinking or something, and the people that doing the review, they paused it, and then they showed the cast of Next Generation with the theme running. Da, da, da,
Looks
da,
like it's filled with different kinds of spare parts.
and like well, some I think of a better thing, yeah.
Town entrance.
For the promotional poster for Star Trek.
Scholar.
I don't have any business in the school.
Okay. Not yet, we don't.
Yeah, she did really early too.
Jeez.
I don't have a reason to enter the
And
class.
then there's an episode, I think it's much later, because it's completely separate, but you see Dada's desk, and he's got a picture of her on his desk.
Oh, wow.
Hey, your first
Whoa.
time is like special.
Surely this isn't the nudity it's talking about.
Nah, it doesn't count.
David's PP has never been nudity. Alright, we'll do this.
It's kind of a bad resolution and bit rate, but that is the favorite Monty Python clip.
Okay.
It's a little bit
I'm
rough,
surprised
but
the
yeah.
Bureau got their thumb out of their ass. It's not like they could find Nordson on a map.
I, for one, am grateful for the help.
Harvey
But I hear
Keitel.
The person they sent is young, but quite capable.
Optimistic as always, eh, Kurt? I guess we'll see. Agent Anglin, we've been expecting you.
Councilwoman, I was told you'd be my bureau contact here.
That's correct. I'm Stina Ruth, and this here is Kurt Anderson,
Stina
police
Ruth?
commissary.
Welcome, Agent. Enjoy your trip to the middle of nowhere?
It was a bit bumpy, and way longer than I expected.
Yeah, that train has seen better days. You'll find your luggage in your quarters, just through the door behind me.
Thanks. I'll check it out later.
So, you were probably confused as hell when we sent you straight to a crime scene, right?
Ah,
Kind
it's
of.
fine.
I thought I was supposed to investigate a murder from last week.
You were. But unfortunately, a second killing required your urgent attention.
Serial killer, maybe.
I assume there are some bureau procedures before I brief Agent England about the situation?
Yes. Why don't you head to your office, and I'll send this youngling on her merry way when we're done.
Youngling?
Ageist.
We're gonna learn the Jedi arts?
Likewise.
Yeah.
I'm a bit confused here. Who do I report
Where's
to?
that Padawan strand?
Only to me, as overseer of this district. The local police are at your disposal, since they're legally required to aid you in the investigation.
Sweet.
Got it.
Got a crew.
How would you like me to share my findings with you?
Face to face, in the evenings.
Orally.
The balcony inside the local canteen is a good place to meet.
Okay. I think I have what I need then. I'll go talk to the commissary.
Good. We'll catch up later.
Commissary,
Oh, but
that's...
I have to ask. Tell me, how was it for you?
What do you mean?
Come on, you know what I'm talking about. We've both done it.
Oh, you mean the augmentation, the nanofluid injection.
Sticking to the boring scientific terms, aren't we? Back in my time, we used to just call it taking the blue. Come on, let this old lady live a little. Tell me, how was your first kiss with the blue?
What? Okay.
I guess this is almost like the 3 points of the triangle.
I'm going to say crystal clear lucidity. That's hard to say really quick.
A sense of enlightenment and acute awareness washed over me.
That seems like the
Crystal
analytical
clear lucidity I had never felt before.
I remember that moment like it was yesterday. What I wouldn't give to feel like that again.
She want to kiss us?
No side effects, I hope. We wouldn't want you to get compromised in dangerous situations.
Not yet, but I know what to look out for.
Diarrhea.
Mild hallucinations, nightmares, burning sensations in the limbs, the occasional migraine. Things like that.
Yeah, that covers the usual suspects. All right, I think you're good to go then. We shouldn't keep the commissary waiting.
Commissary in prisons where you get your smokes and your chips and things, right?
Yeah. I'm not exactly sure what it means.
Oh wow, look at the reflection.
That's pretty cool.
Low maintenance. My kind of plant.
This is
Now,
supposedly
I
low
have work to
maintenance,
do.
but I've killed a cactus in my time.
Have you?
Yeah.
Crazy. Lisa gave me a cactus once for Valentine's Day, and I used to have it on my desk at work, and I left it in there for must have been 6 or 7 months, and I never watered it because I wasn't in the office, right? Because we worked from home because of COVID. And when I managed to go in there, it was as right as ever. It was fine.
At one stage,
It's a map of
I think to boost,
Looks like the
I
center
know, I
of
guess
the
boost
disc
morale or
is
something.
hollow.
the boss got a
Curious.
bunch of plants, once for each person's desk, and you're supposed to keep it alive.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing pretty good. But one of the things that I struggle with plants and stuff is like just knowing what you're supposed to be doing when things go bad, like too much water, too less water. But yeah, my plan was going okay. I was doing everything I should have, and it suddenly just went bad. And it's like I tried to pull up, but then I was trying to like water it less than I was. That wasn't working. Water more, and it died on me.
You didn't piss on it.
No, I know. I know that generally doesn't help.
Lemon trees,
as much as
apparently it's good for it.
Yeah, the nitrogen. But it's like it's a thing of like there's good stuff for them in pee, but there's also toxins. Another thing is you're not supposed to pee on them because that burns their leaves.
Yeah, you're not meant to use your own poo for fertilizer either, because I think human poo's bad.
Yeah, it's got a toxin in it. It's humans, pigs, and either dogs or cats. I forget which one, but it's like if it's used, it's got to be, I don't know, it's got to be sent somewhere else to break down over time and then used, which is then too much work anyway. Yeah, so I died, and then later on, I was like months later, I was at drinks, and someone's gone. Yeah, there's a girl that left. She goes, yeah, her plant was dying. She swapped it with yours.
That's a good twist to the story. Oh, what a
So they're
fucker.
going, what the fuck have I done? What the fuck? I was gonna
100%
concentrate on this one. I was
certified
gonna do the proper thing, and now it's dying. And then it's like, yeah, someone put into a state where it's dying, and then swapped it.
That's dirty.
A thermos, presumably filled with coffee.
Is it our thermos? I asked Lisa the other night because I think we were watching Breaking Bad, and I think Mike was drinking out of a coffee thermos, and I just said to her, I said, hey, would you drink out of a thermos? She's like, no fucking way. Like, it was like I'd asked her the most worst question ever, and she goes, if you're thinking about buying me a thermos for Christmas, I don't want one. It's like, what? I think it'd be an alright gift.
Yeah, I just imagine it being lukewarm. I know their idea is they insulate the coffee, but yeah, I wouldn't have that much bad a reaction, but I wouldn't like the idea of a thermos.
Get a cheeky Zojirushi in your life? Alright, people
Yeah.
love it.
Also, that's my break time.
Presumably filled with
making coffee.
Oh, so you mean that if
I
you
was,
had
if I was like out in the field, like one of the guys that software is used for, which is inspecting power lines and stuff, then it's like, okay, I could imagine you want coffee with you, but you wouldn't want an office because that's your, like, I need to go and think about something time or de-stress or, yes, you put it on, and especially if there's no zip tap, then you gotta wait for it to boil, but there's a certain spot I'll lean on while I wait for it to boil, and that's
Would you like
the
me to brief you
meditation
about
time.
the first murder?
Yes, please.
Maya Strand, 41 years old, the caretaker of the Nordson Museum. She was found by the janitor on the floor near the exhibits early last Wednesday. Just like Carl, she was stabbed. No witnesses, no evidence. Killer practically a ghost. No signs of a forced entry, so either the entrance was open or she let him in herself.
What about her residence? Anything out of the ordinary in there?
Nothing, as far as we could tell. But we left the place as we found it if you want to have a look. She lived upstairs from the museum.
Noted. The crime scene is no longer intact, though, correct?
Afraid so. The museum is important to Nordson, so we had the place cleaned out pretty quickly.
We do have that scanner that can separate fingerprints, though. Oh, let's be brutal.
Right. But now that I'm here, I'll assume that you'll check with me before clearing out any future crime scenes.
So that'd be assertive.
Can I just...
Yes, Commissary.
We're a pretty tight-knit community here, and we try to work together to overcome our problems. Just relax a bit with your superior jurisdiction and big city jargon, okay?
Do you want to be fucking
I'll
fired?
relax when we've caught this killer. Until then, I'm gonna focus on doing my job.
Brutal.
One more thing. I'd like to see Maya's body, if that's possible.
Of course. We brought it out of the freezer this morning. You'll find it in the morgue. Over at the clinic.
That's weird.
Dr. Pearson, our physician, is awaiting your arrival.
Good. I'll head there when we're done.
Alright. Okay, well, I pissed him off. What about this key, though?
Any idea of what this opens?
Nope. Not a clue.
Any idea what this is? Is it this? This. Yeah.
What do you make of this?
Not sure. But if you need to know when somebody came to town, I'd suggest looking in the citizens' records behind me.
Sweet, okay.
Right. I might do that if I could figure out who wrote this note.
Keep that in mind.
Do you know who the woman in this picture is?
No idea, sorry.
Tight-knit community, you don't know who she is?
Take a look at my boyfriend.
No, that's
Oh, we
private.
don't have the
I
scanner
won't show
active.
that to just anyone.
Oh, shit, yeah, we should.
No reason to show him my sidearm.
He continues to be pissy, then we'll show him the sidearm. How about a knuckle sandwich?
I have no reason to display my strength to him.
Okay.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
I wouldn't say so. He and my son were playmates as children, but they grew apart in their teens. Haven't talked to Carl myself for many years.
Okay, he's telling the truth.
I'm looking for a young woman connected to the second victim, Carl.
I do.
All right. What do you know about her?
All I have is a picture of her that I found on Carl, but it's damaged and her face can't be clearly seen.
Tricky. If you had any kind of personal information, like an address, you could look her up in our records. They're in the drawers behind me.
Noted. I'll get back to you about
What about
this if
1,
I
2,
learn
3?
more.
Do your fucking job straight, mate.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Me? Oh, I've been doing this job for 15 years now. I took over when the previous commissary died. I'm married with 3 children. Anita, my youngest, is off studying science in the city now. We're counting the days to Christmas when she comes back to visit.
See the Anita in that anime? The Battle Angel?
Battle Angel Alita.
Oh, Alita.
Yeah, you should watch it. I'm surprised you haven't seen it. It's really, really good.
I wanted to watch the movie, like it's just haven't gotten, like it hasn't been on something where I've seen or have the opportunity to do. I generally don't go out of my way to go to the pictures.
Not these days, at least.
Yeah, especially not. I haven't even gone back to the S store.
Can you tell me a little bit about yourself?
Oh shit!
Me?
Accidentally pressed the wrong button. Here we go.
What's your opinion on Stina Ruth?
I respect her. She's a competent politician. She gets things done, unlike some of the other people on the council. Sure, she has a temper, and she's not the most tactful person, but she calls out bullshit when she sees it. When I'm right, she has my back, and when I'm wrong, well, she won't let me revel in my sweet ignorance for long.
She keeps you, what's that term?
Honest.
Yeah, exactly. That's yeah.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not at all. Museums aren't my cup of tea. I prefer to not dwell on the
Uncultured, I see.
What do you know about the murder in the locker room over at the workshop hall?
Not much. As you know, the murder happened shortly before you arrived, so I'm leaving the matter in your capable hands.
Okay, everything checks out. How about a knuckle sandwich?
Nah, there's no need to brawl.
Okay.
Show the picture.
Which picture? The boyfriend picture?
No, the...
Do you know
That
who
one.
the woman in this picture is?
No idea, sorry.
No reaction.
Alright, well, it looks like we're done here, Chief.
That's all I needed.
Very well.
Now let me snoop through your shit. What do we got? We got the greenhouse.
A small local greenhouse. A typical site in Nordson, it seems.
So Nordstrom is the floating city,
Yeah,
right?
I think so.
Just lots of case files.
Which usually in these stories is usually the upper class and they're living above. But this seems like a rural town.
Because like shit flows downhill, right? They want the upper class above the lower class.
Yeah.
The window offers a view over a street that connects to the town square.
Or maybe it's just that the lower is even in more dire straits.
I think it's just hard to go one direction. So, because if you want to keep the poor away from you, you live up on a floating island. So if it's the opposite, people could just paraglide down.
Yeah, true.
But
The drawer is labeled
like it's just a way of
address
keeping away
records.
from poor people.
These should come in handy. I'll be able to match a name to an address, or vice versa. Let's have a look.
But this is treating it like it's just a rural town.
Yeah. Let's see if I can compare Carl's murder with an address book.
I don't need to look that up. I don't need to look that up.
Okay.
I don't need to look that up.
Okay.
I don't see how that can be looked up.
Look up this key.
I don't see how that can be looked up.
Look up this picture.
I don't see how that can be looked up.
Look up my boyfriend.
I don't see how that can be looked up.
Look up my piece.
I don't see how that can be looked up. As expected, nothing new. Not a bad idea, but I'll need a name first. I don't think I need to look him up. I don't think I need to look her up. Yeah, this just confirms what Anderson told me.
Well, at least he wasn't telling pork pies. Alright.
I guess Anderson has a colleague.
Yeah, who is that colleague?
Looks like
Isn't
a
it the lady
logbook.
that keeps him honest?
Maybe Anderson records his daily work there.
I think that's it. I'll just click on him one more time to see if anything...
I had a few questions, Commissary.
Oh, Steve.
Yeah,
There's
I'm
someone
on it.
for you. Haven't seen those in a long time.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in ages. I can't even find the... Oh, there we go.
That's all I needed.
Very well.
Alright. Let's all go to the lobby. Doorway, town map, town square, cactus, Vera's quarters. I'm Vera. Is that another rune, or is that just the up icon to say, hey, here's the reception desk? I don't know. Ooh, cozy. Why's my chair got a scar on it, though?
Looks purely decorative.
You'd want to hope so.
There's a bottle of molding resin here. Might be useful.
Cool.
Nice big lemon. Small miracle to see it grow to that size under these conditions.
We're growing a lemon tree at the moment, next to our bamboo. It's going pretty good.
No, I'm not tired. Maybe later. I'm not that hungry.
That is filthy. Look at this spooge, whatever this stuff is. Like, there's just something on the stove. It's gross.
Doesn't
Elevator?
appear to be functional. There's not even a switch or anything.
I might ask Harvey Keitel what this molding resin's for.
I had a few questions, Commissary.
By all means.
What is this?
I don't think he'd be interested in that.
See ya.
That's all I needed.
Very well.
I wonder if you remember in Broken Sword how we had the plaster of Paris that we had to like mold stuff with. I wonder if that's what this is for. Oh, prison cells, nice. This reminds me of what's that game we played? The Ron Gilbert game? Thimbleweed Park.
Thimbleweed Park, yeah.
That's the one.
Unmanned. Makes sense with no people in here.
Well, that one. Oh,
Probably
Kathy
for opening
Rain
the
had the
cells.
one with the.
I don't need to mess with that.
We put coffee in the plant.
Oh yeah, that poor
And there's
plant.
the two gel cells at the back.
Yeah.
Empty. Empty. Probably for opening the cells. I don't need to mess with that.
Tongs, you're an artist. You know when you see the portrait and how it looks really, really good, do you think that they paint this in real life with paint and a canvas and so forth, and then scan it and then digitalize it and make it pixely? Or is there an artist that does it purely in pixel art form? The only reason why I'd ask is like pixel art is easy to draw, but when it's that detailed, I don't think someone's doing that by hand, probably. Shopping district, Murmur. Let's go to the shopping district. Oh yeah, that's right. So when we talk to the young man, have a look at the portrait. Seems way too detailed.
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
Excuse me?
Humor me. I need some inspiration for my poem.
Oh, I get it. What was it again?
A need, a guilty pleasure, something frightening.
Trust, eavesdropping, loneliness.
Is that a big emotional one?
So,
Response.
you have a poem for me now?
I'll need some time. Come find me later.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. It's a very good pixel filter though. Like these characters here, like as you're walking, I reckon that's pixel art for sure. Someone's just drawn it, hand drawn it.
Well, they could have a 3D model and then they
Anatomically correct, gentlemen.
sort of convert it but then draw over the top, so they've got a reference point. But they still make it pixel art, proper pixel art.
Nice, soothing
Yeah, that's because the Kathy Rain was definitely sort of digitally illustrated, but that's the thing I struggled with, was it looked too out of place for pixel art. This one I like because it's more detailed, but it also looks more like the characters.
Nice spot there next to the wind
It looks
chimes,
proper.
but I don't feel like sitting down.
Robot shop, town square, entrance. What's this?
Looks like an apartment building. I don't have any reason to go up there.
When I worked on a video game, Kung Fu Panda for the dumb phones, so before iPhone at all. And the artists decided to do this technique because almost everything's 2D because there's only a few phones that did 3D, and even that we just did limited effects. The artists decided, because they are good at 3D stuff, they would animate the characters in 3D and then convert them, render them to 2D images for the game.
Yep.
So it had this like 3D look, which I never liked. So I don't know if it was purposeful, like it was their grand design at all, or they went through the same process of going, this doesn't look good. But over time it became more cartoony, but you still had that base, 3D base, but they sort of smoothed it out, embellished it a little until finally it just looked full cartoon, but it still had, it's almost like the cartoon on top of a reference of what a 3D model would look like.
Right, gotcha.
As it like delivers a punch or a kick. So it actually ended up looking really neat. But yeah, you'd think it was just pixel art straight off the bat because of the way it looks. There was no hint, but yeah.
Howdy, Pilgrim, and welcome to Volter's Bot Emporium. Novelty bionics, pet androids, robotic companions, we've got them all.
A hand buzzer.
I'm Special Agent Vera Anglin.
Ooh, here to solve the murders, right? What? Did Pop spill some oil when he lubed my joints this morning? I told you to keep my chassis clean in case of chicks.
Is he a ventriloquist?
Crying out loud, Nissa. Just let the police lady ask her questions.
Oh, great. A ventriloquist act.
Oh, no, she's on to us. Fine, you caught me. The man with the blue hat is just a puppet that I'm cunningly controlling with a set of strings.
That's a gosh darn lie. I'm fully steam-powered.
Oh, God. Okay, cut the cylinders now.
All the standard ventriloquist jokes.
You know, I'd arrest you for constructing illegal AI, but there clearly isn't any intelligence involved here.
Ha! That's...
It's a sick burn.
See, if you were any smarter, you'd have a great comeback there.
Okay, Walter. It's time for you to do less talking and more listening.
Sure thing, officer. Just keep in mind that all of these are just harmless automatons. There's no real CPUs or nothing around here.
I'm not here to report illicit technology. I'm just interested in the killings.
All right, then shoot. Ask away.
He said shoot.
Nah, I don't want to scare the poor guy.
Oh.
The idea wasn't to scare him.
Yeah, I want a bit of poo-poo. Check out my boyfriend.
No, that's private. I won't show that to just anyone. Do you recognize
Let's see if the robot talks after this.
Just the man, Carl Oscarson. Can't see who his lady friend is.
What do you make of this?
No clue. But I gotta use doofus more often. Such a funny word.
Any idea what this key opens?
My heart.
Sure. I saw a small safe in the junk with a key just like it a while back. It disappeared later.
Good to know. Thanks.
Sweet, okay.
I don't need to know his opinion on that.
Do you like this molding resin? Okay, let's see. Let's start with people. Let's go Volta.
So, what can you tell me about yourself?
Me? Oh, well, what you see is what you get.
A crazy old fart with chronic coffee breath?
Oh, quiet, you little rascal. What I am is a tinkerer, a craftsman, a father of machines. I cherish building them. I adore putting them on display, and I especially love talking to them.
I've noticed. So how long have you been building robots?
Oh, ever since I was a boy. I grew up over at the junkyard. The place was crammed with old discarded robots. I didn't have many friends, you see. So, I decided to befriend these machines instead.
I've never met a ventriloquist before. I've never seen one in real life either, but I know that they would annoy the living shit out of me.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Yep, I worked with her from time to time. Some of my handiwork can be seen in her exhibitions.
Interesting.
Ah, they got some robots in there.
Yeah, I assembled them from parts I found in the junkyard. Or the bot cemetery, as I like to call it. Sometimes I feel more like an archaeologist than a mechanic.
Got it. So, do you have any idea who killed Maya?
Ooh, I got a theory.
No, Nissa, it wasn't the big war robot in the main exhibition.
Why not? That thing is huge. It could easily rip people to pieces,
Bah.
or buildings for that matter.
I know because I built it, Nissa. It's totally harmless.
I don't buy it, Pops. It's got red eyes. That's a telltale sign of a bot turned evil.
What I wanted to say was that Maya could be a little odd, but I have no reason to believe anyone would want to kill her.
Pops calling others odd. Now that's a joke that requires no punchline.
Walter, try to focus on the subject matter, please.
Yeah, if you do that again, I'm gonna have to shoot you.
What's your opinion on Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
A politician? Me and those kinds of people run in quite different circles, to say the least.
What's your opinion on Anderson, the police commissary?
Son of Ando?
Seems like a reasonable man to me. But then again, I tend not to be involved in, crime.
That's what a criminal would say.
Yeah.
Hush, boy.
And he's incriminating himself by making the robot say that he's talking bullshit?
Do you know anything about a woman who is seeing Carl Oscarson?
Nope, I hardly even knew the guy.
Did you know Carl Oscarson?
Yeah, friendly guy. Came here buying spare parts every now and then.
Spare parts? Like what?
All sorts. Filters, tubes, nuts and bolts, various electrical gizmos.
Okay.
Anything that
Any idea
vibrated,
what
I
the
didn't
parts were
understand
for?
why.
Couldn't say, but I'm pretty sure whatever it was, it had fluid in it. Maybe a water filtering system.
He also
a
bought a
pump,
lot of lubricant.
something like that.
All those parts laying around, but do I ever get a working left arm, Pops? No, you'd rather let some carpenter assemble a goddamn aquarium.
I could replace Mr. Limpy with a water gun if you prefer.
Man, soon you'll even let the kids paint a clown face
Red eye.
on me again.
With a water gun for an arm, at least you could spray yourself clean afterwards.
This guy's insufferable. Okay. Think there was no anomalies.
I'm off. See you later.
Take care.
Although we haven't checked out.
Bye-bye, police lady.
Shut up, you.
What's up with the head?
What do you mean? You think it's too big?
The robot head on the table, that is.
Oh, yeah, it keeps coming off. I'll fix it eventually.
Is the big guy in the back your mascot or something?
You mean Ufa? Nah, he's more of a concierge. He's sophisticated like that.
Guess that belongs with the head up front.
Let's combine them.
What does that tube-looking robot do?
That's no robot. It's just my teapot.
Not everything with lights on is a robot, you know. Jeez, some people.
God.
What does the pointy little bot in the back do?
Oh, a bot of many talents. Paperweight, table lamp, pestle, or perhaps a fashionable baton?
Pestle?
The only limit is your imagination.
It's a silent T.
What does this little guy do?
Clean, like a mean machine.
He doesn't look very mean.
Looks can be deceiving.
This guy looks like Johnny
He's
Five.
nothing but vicious towards stains, dust, and all of their ilk.
What did people use the crab for?
Once upon a time, this was the most popular kitchen model. This fella could take care of any food-related task. Except the handling of shellfish, obviously. Even robots have moral standards.
Right.
Wait. What was the reference to shellfish? Is that
It's just crap.
Jewish or? Oh, yeah, okay.
Cute little robot.
It's not cute at all. I want to blam it. Blam.
I don't want to shoot that.
Well, I do. I think that's it. Oh, we could actually do a bit of a scan around the shop. Let's look for the boot print to start off with. Absolutely nothing, I'm sure. Yeah. Blade shape. Pointy robot? Nope. Alright, what a bit about Carl. Carl does come in here, he said. I guess we haven't been doing smart scans in the place either. We've only been comparing. Okay. Could do a smart scan on David. Blade shape.
Imagine if there was someone Carl's. Imagine if there was someone Carl's DNA on its penis.
Steve once again lives up to his name as the filth bag pirate.
Steve.
That combination makes no sense.
Blam.
I don't want to shoot that.
There's a statue I've seen. It was in Brussels.
I don't want to shoot.
It's sort of this boy, like a teenager, and it's got the standard bronze color, or statue color, except it had a bright coppery penis. The reason being is because there's a legend that you have like a year of good luck or something, or fortune, if you rub its penis. So the reason it's bright is because there's no corrosion, because it's just constantly rubbed.
That's crazy. That's like, who makes that up? Like, there's someone that goes, hey, check this out. I'm going to go tell Rob. He's going to go rub this penis. Watch this. Hey, Rob, if you touch his penis, you get 20 years good luck. Really? All right.
That's the thing, because I forget what it was. It must have been 1 year or something, because we're sitting there, just as the group was moving off, there was a bunch of guys there. One of them turns to the other and goes, I hear it's 10 years if you use your mouth.
Jesus.
That got me really
I should
good.
go visit the morgue before I head off to Mimir Road.
Oh, is the morgue in the clinic? It has to be, right? Yeah. Door, big plant.
Healthy looking plant.
What's this door do?
Locked.
Locked, you say?
It's too strong.
Too strong for my
I think it was
muscles.
more. I think that's why I'm assuming the original one was 1 year or something, because whatever it was like 10 times more.
An old freight elevator of some kind. Likely out of order.
Less use with your mouth. Yeah, that story makes no sense. It's funny though.
A list of admitted patients. I don't recognize any of the names. I'm guessing those contain patient files and such. It's a map of the clinic layout. Looks like the morgue is down the stairs, to the left of the front desk.
Cool, good to know. Don't even talk to the nurse. Oh, here we go. Now this looks like the end of Monkey Island 2 when you're going through the tunnels to get all those items.
There's a room at the end like this.
Various medical supplies. Looks like no patient is admitted at the moment.
Tongs, do you call it a faucet? Like we call it a tap.
I don't need any water right now.
Okay.
A portable medical kit with all the essentials.
But the faucet's different because that's the
A portable
spout.
medical kit with all the
Isn't it?
essentials.
This is just like the whole unit.
Unused bandages. Would come in handy in a pinch.
Take some.
Unused An old pre-collapse monitor. Probably not connected to anything.
Yeah, beer tap. You never say a beer faucet, right? Surely not. What's in here? Nothing. What was the blue box again?
It's filled with cannulas. Those little needle things used to connect an IV. I don't think I need one right now.
Oh, but we will need one. We can inject some molding resin into somebody. Alright. That works. Yeah, tap, not tab. I suppose we should speak to the nurse.
Hi there.
Hello.
Thought I'd introduce myself, since I'll be coming here a lot. I'm Agent England, Central Bureau.
Oh, nice to meet you. It's a relief to have you here. We're all shook by these recent killings.
Robot Spacer himself.
The doctor's excited.
How you doing?
But even his morbid curiosity has limits, you know. After all, we mostly treat coughs and the occasional broken limb.
Loved your
I get it.
Oberdin
I'll
stream.
do my best to help.
Steve and I actually went through Oberdin ourselves a couple of years ago now. It was good. Real good times. I think we did a perfect run, actually. I think we got every single thing right.
Or maybe, yeah.
We're fucking great at it. We're gumshoe detectives right here.
So have you gone through... have you gone through all of it?
Finish up with the dead
So I've got a
bodies
question
soon.
if you have.
I think it's healthier for
Have
him to treat living people.
Has Spacer gone through it? No, he's only done one stream of it so far. This game's Spacer so far has been pretty good. Oh, there's our nudity.
Don't worry, Maya. You'll be put to rest soon. I know.
Don't talk to the cops, you
Sorry
creep.
about the delay. I was needed urgently out of town.
Jeez.
Oh, hello there. Me and this old gal have been expecting you.
Talkative, is she?
Oh, no doubt. The dead have a lot to say, you know.
It's
Sometimes
always the
more so
horned rim
than the living.
glasses.
Is that so?
The living are fickle and prone to deceit. Once dead, we can't hide things anymore.
Oh, Jesus.
Not from me, at least.
Creep. Let's see.
That's why we need ways to tell what someone is hiding.
I suppose. Psychology isn't really my
Just
field
like
of
a cop.
expertise.
He is a death
That's
perv.
fine. You can leave that part to me. Now, I'd like to ask some questions.
Sure, go right ahead.
First, I'm going to put my biosensor on, see if you're talking bullshit. Don't trust you, pal.
Ever see what one of these can do?
Once, in a nearby settlement, a wanted man from the city was shot by the regional police when he was trying to escape. A single shot made a hole the size of an orange. Nearly took his leg clean off.
Must have been on the armor-piercing setting. Kind of overkill for soft targets. It uses a lot of alloy per shot.
I see.
It's
In
usually
any
the
case, I
opposite.
had to amputate. Was a miracle he even survived.
Why are you doing the amputations? You're a morgue dude. You don't work with the living.
It's usually, unless they're referencing it being explosive, but it's usually the opposite. Armor-piercing bullets don't do that much damage because they're punched through, because they're designed to punch through things. It's the ones that make big holes are the ones that aren't armor-piercing because they're distributing their energy out as they hit the target.
Is it the hollow point or something?
Yeah, yes, hollow point are the ones that do a lot of damage, and then full metal jackets are the ones that punch through.
That was the fact.
I might have gotten that, by the way. I just
And
don't know,
that
some things like that.
was another Steve fact.
That's weird. He's stuck on there. Oh well. Let's give him a bit of muscles. Why I order.
I don't need to use any force with him.
Let me just. Oh. That was so delayed. Oh well.
What can you tell me about yourself, Doctor?
Oh, me? I suppose I would qualify as a workaholic.
Just loves
Most
seeing
of my time is spent
dead
here.
bodies.
So how long have you been practicing medicine?
Must be 16 years now, I believe.
How can you be a
Huh.
workaholic
And you're the
mortuary
only doctor in
assistant?
Nordsund?
Yes.
Like, do they always
But
have dead
we have
people?
good relations with the other settlements. We collaborate and pool resources when necessary.
Tongs. Yeah.
What's your opinion on Volter, the robot maker?
Oh, he's a bundle of laughs, isn't he?
No.
Sometimes he helps me out at the clinic when I need to calm down an anxious child. Nissa, his little robot, is an amazing tool. First, the child helps me treat Nissa, and afterwards, I treat the child.
I don't want to
Seeing
hear
the whole
about it.
process in a safe and playful space makes them much more at ease.
Jeez.
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not really, but I enjoyed listening to the occasional lecture of hers at the museum. She had quite an intellect, that woman.
So she wasn't a patient of yours?
Oh, she was, but that's all confidential, so I can't say much about it.
She's
I
dead.
understand, but anything you can share would help.
Well, during the autopsy, I noticed that she was unusually worn and feeble for her age.
Okay. And what does that tell us?
For one thing, that she would have needed help with the more physically demanding tasks of the museum.
Got it. Thanks. What do you think of Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
She can be quite an unpleasant woman. I can't say I've enjoyed my few interactions with her.
Her name's Stina Ruth. Do you think she's a Christina?
Christina?
And she doesn't use the Chris one? It's like when
Yeah.
someone named Christopher uses Topher as their name instead. Like
Yeah,
Topher
it's
Grace.
the weirdest thing, yeah.
I reckon that's exactly what it is.
I reckon
What do you
so.
think of Commissary Anderson?
I think he does a fine job. He's been instrumental in making sure that I can work under such good conditions.
Yeah, this place is surprisingly well equipped. Definitely on par with our facilities in the city.
It has the Stina has the feel of one of those, like, the Mo jokes from Simpsons, where like it's part of a name that ends up spelling something out.
Stina Hug and Kiss or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm looking for a young woman connected to the second victim, Carl.
I can't help with that. I didn't know Carl on a personal level.
Did
So,
you
like,
know
Stina
Carl
Medico or
Oscarson?
someone like that.
No. When I heard he was murdered, I didn't even recognize his name. I had to check my records to realize that I've treated him. To be fair, I've had many patients. But he must have been cursed with one of those awfully
I
forgettable
wonder if he'll be
faces.
laying here.
All right. Anything out of the ordinary in his medical history?
Sorry. Can't go into detail. Doctor-patient confidentiality, you know?
Keep it vague then.
Well, okay. Let me put it this way. I doubt you'd learn much from his file.
Noted. Thanks.
I always thought that when someone died, then the confidentiality was just out the window. Maybe I'm wrong.
Any theories on Carl's murder?
Not yet. I'll
Yeah, I'm
need
not
to see
sure.
the body
So it could
first.
go either way.
What are your conclusions about Maya's murder?
Most obvious first. The cause of death is acute blood loss due to the multiple stab wounds to the chest and stomach, 2 of which were lethal. The murder weapon is a mid-sized blade, likely a knife of some kind. There are some defense wounds on her arms, so the victim likely tried to shield herself against her assailant. I couldn't recover any biological traces of the murderer. There's no blood on her that isn't hers, or any traces of skin under her nails.
Oh yeah, well,
This makes me suspect that the killer likely wore protective clothing and gloves.
we've got a super
The time
cool
of
tool
death
that can
was
prove that wrong.
roughly 2,300 hours last Tuesday, 5 days ago today.
Ever use something like this?
I haven't, no.
Do you know what this opens?
Not a clue. But it looks like a one-of-a-kind key.
What do you make of this?
The handwriting looks feminine, but I'm not sure what to make of the contents.
This creep show has been, like, telling the truth so far.
Do you recognize this couple?
The man is clearly the second victim, Carl. As for the woman, it's too hard to tell given the damage to the foot.
That is like a Hannibal Lecter that can control his vital signs.
Check out my boyfriend.
No, that's private. I won't show that to just anyone. Nah, there's no need to brawl.
Not yet, there isn't.
That's enough questions for now.
Okie dokie. Oh, one last thing. I've been told that the second body is on its way here.
Alright.
If you come back later today, I should be able to tell you something about it.
All right, I'll keep that in mind.
Cool. Well, let's see if we can get the forensic scanner out. Let's do a smart scan first. There's a skull. That looks like an item I can collect. Ooh. 43. Typo.
Wait, that's O positive or no negative? Because that's not helpful.
What's that? Oh, isn't there just standard O?
No. O means there's no A or no B. But yeah, positive or negative is whether there's the rhesus antigen. Should I go into what blood types are? What they actually mean?
1 second. Oh, it's
Oh,
matching.
same murder weapon.
Cool. Any Carl DNA on her? Carl DNA on you? Yeah. Is there anything else? No. I'm just gonna take this.
This might be useful.
Does this mean we can cut her open and do the autopsy ourselves?
Multiple stab wounds, sizes approximately the same as the other body. I'd say the MO looks similar to the other murder.
Ooh, ash collector.
I think that's for collecting the ashes after a cremation. Appears to be
the
a small
opposite
crematory.
of, what's the main character from Pokemon too?
One last waiting
Yeah, he is.
before the final embrace with the earth.
He's Ash and he's a collector.
He is.
I suppose that's where the doctor writes down his autopsy reports.
I'm gonna quickly see
I had some more things to ask.
if I can steal your scalpel.
I shouldn't show him that. He might want it back.
Okay.
That's enough questions for now.
Okie dokie.
Interesting. Patient room. We already went in there. Oh, can we talk to you now?
I hope you can help the doctor finish up with the dead bodies soon. I think it's healthier for him to treat living people.
An old freight elevator of some kind. Likely out of order. That combination makes no sense.
It's true, it doesn't. But I'll give it a shot though. That's right, now we go to Mimir Avenue.
Alright, this is Mimir Road. Carl came through here recently.
Okay, so if we do the scanner and we look for the boots. Boots. Oh. There we go. Whoop, looks like he goes up. Nice. Is there any... No car fluid.
Replica of prospecting, surveying, and defense robot, courtesy of Nordson Museum. Replica of multi-purpose cultivation robot, courtesy of Nordson Museum. I'd say those are saffron crocuses.
I've never heard of the word crocus until today.
Not sure what those are. Doesn't look like tomatoes, at least. Lettuce, carrots, and something else. Lettuce.
That means he walked right through that crop.
There are many entrances around here.
It's like, fuck you,
I need
bushes.
something to go on before I'd consider going inside.
Well, we know it's this one, but I'm just gonna click on them anyway.
There are many. There are many.
Hang on. But we know that there's...
The boot prints lead up the set of stairs.
Okay.
I should head up and have a look.
Cool, let's do it.
This floor sure looks squeaky clean.
It better.
the guy washed
We
it.
spent all yesterday mopping it. Wiped all the doors, too.
Oh, just my luck.
Gotta get rid of evidence.
Well, are you fond of filth or something?
Although I see one door that's slightly lighter than the rest than the other one.
In this case, yes. Official police matter. Don't clean this hallway until further notice.
You don't want me to clean. That's a first, but sure.
It's weird because it's already done. Like, the damage has been done. So it's not like the deceased guy is going to walk through here with saffron boots again.
Oh, maybe we can go get the boots and walk in here ourselves.
Maybe we can tell
Excuse
which
me.
door it is by which one the key works on.
Yeah?
That
I'm
or
Special Agent Angle,
scanning the
here to
fingerprint
investigate
scanner.
the recent murders.
Oh, yeah.
I need to ask you a few questions.
Okay, I'm Sven, the caretaker of this apartment
Hi,
block.
Sven.
What can I help you with?
What do you think of this scalpel?
I don't think he'd
I
be
think that's a
interested in
Steve
that.
as well.
What do you think of this
Sven
molding
is
resin?
I don't want to share that with him. Would you happen to know where a key like this might fit?
Looks special. Some custom-built box or something, maybe?
Okay.
Maybe. Thanks. What do you think of this?
Looks intentionally vague, like they didn't want the wrong person to accidentally read it.
Yeah, that's my guess too. Any idea of what it means?
Not really, sorry.
Do you recognize this young couple?
Oh, right, that fella.
You know him.
Yeah, I remember him. Most people just ignore me, but he always says hi. Nice guy.
Said.
How often
Is that
would you
the
say he
boyfriend?
was here?
At least
I know
on
it's
a
Carl.
weekly basis, but I work in many other buildings too, so it's hard to say.
Got it. What can you tell me about him?
Just this one thing. He came up to me and asked about the electricity in apartment 113. He wondered if it was possible to get more power.
Odd. Did he
We
say
don't
what
have
for?
the power, Captain.
I told him to take it up with the residential office. There are strict quotas. He said he would bring it up with the tenant, a friend of his.
Okay. Do you know anything about the tenant?
Nope. Discreet, whoever it is. No idea who lives there.
Understood. Where can I find apartment 113
Wonder
exactly?
where.
It's on this floor, just around the corner.
The
All right,
growing hydroponic
thanks.
weed in there.
Speaking of power, today we had solar panels installed on our roof. 25 of the suckers. And man, did they make noise up there. I was in meetings trying to record like summary videos and all sorts of things for work, and it's just like stomp, 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 drill, 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 stomp, stomp. It's killer. They didn't even call before coming out. They just rocked up at 9 and Lisa had already gone out and I was still in bed. And I had to, throw some clothes on. Like, what the hell are you guys doing here? It's awkward shit.
Do you know a certain Carl Oscarson?
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
That's the good guy that you liked.
What's your opinion on Commissary Anderson?
He's all right. A diplomat, I've heard. It believes in dialogue.
Shoulda, for sure.
Do you know anything about Councilwoman Ruth?
She doesn't mince her words, that one. Some people take an issue with that, but I think it's refreshing. I heard she used to be a Central Bureau agent. Apparently she got her position here as some kind of retirement package.
What do you think of Walter?
He's a dickhead.
Funny
I
guy.
hate his robot.
I see him regularly in my work, and he always finds a new way to crack me up.
Oh.
People love this guy.
What can you tell me about Maya Strand?
We were acquaintances. I'd been helping her with repairs in the museum every now and then.
Okay. When was the last time you saw her?
A few weeks ago. I was supposed to fix a showcase for her. Odd thing, though.
Yeah?
I saw her enter the museum from afar, but when I followed her inside, I couldn't find her. So I left the building, and then she came out the same way I did, acting all surprised, saying she'd been in there the whole time.
Excuse me.
Strange.
Stealth camo? What do you reckon?
It's like, yeah, I'm not sure. I was just thinking.
Oh, no.
He's almost like one of those people that says that stuff like The Big Bang Theory is funny, and you just go,
Forgot to put on the biometric analyzer.
Yeah, I was going to say that before, but you sort of passed some of the important ones anyway.
Do you
He's
know
pretty
Dr.
minor
Pearson?
too.
Yeah, everybody knows Doc Pearson. Kind of bookish, but I like his sense of humor. Dark and twisted, my cup of tea.
I don't like it when people say that their humor is dark and twisted, because you just know that they wear t-shirts that look like bumper stickers. Like, saying like, my wife is the devil, or some stupid shit like that. It's just like,
Yeah. Or I'm with stupid or something. Yeah.
Yeah. The man, the legend kind of thing.
What do you think of Walter?
Funny guy.
It's one of those things with
I
any
see
sort
him
of comedy
regularly
is
in my
like
work, and he always finds a
it's
new way to crack me
show
up.
don't tell. So I remember someone saying that about like dating profiles, where so many people have, I'm really funny, or my friends think I'm really funny, but it's like, say something funny in your bio. Don't just say you're funny.
Yeah, so here's the thing as well. This is probably just the old man in me. I don't know, but I think being funny is a trait that other people can say you are. You can't claim that you're funny. The same way that when people say, I feel cute, might delete later, or whatever that saying goes, it's like, I feel that cute is not something you can say yourself. It's something that other people can say you are. It's always just, I don't know, it's so weird when people say that.
Do you know anything about Councilwoman Ruth?
She doesn't mince her words, that one. Some people take an issue with that, but I think it's refreshing. I heard she used to be a Central Bureau
on
agent.
the previous one, so
apparently she got her position here as some kind of retirement package.
Have some ice cream?
What's your opinion on Commissary
Yes,
Anderson?
I would like some ice cream.
He's all right. A diplomat, I've heard. It believes in dialogue.
He already told me what he knows about the tenant. Do you know a certain Carl Oscarson?
Nope, doesn't ring a bell.
Okay. Cool. Want to see my boyfriend?
No, that's private. I won't show that to just anyone.
Want to see my blam blam?
No reason to show him my sidearm.
Okay.
Thanks. You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
Yeah, I know, Tongs. It's probably like, yeah. Like I said, it's probably the old man in me, but I just find it weird. Well, there's no boot prints anymore. Is there any Maya bio? No Maya bio. Blade shapes. Kyle's bio. Oh, not on there. Smart scan. Anything new?
Some kind of code lock. Looks disconnected.
You strength on door, maybe?
Nothing. Guess no one's home. Locked.
Locked, hey? Carving of muscles?
The door looks reinforced. My strength won't be enough to break it.
Damn.
Some kind of code lock.
Now here's a weird fucking door.
Howdy,
Oh,
fun.
disconnected.
What's
That
that?
means the key might work. 'Cause I was thinking the key can't work if it's a keypad, but
This isn't a key. This is a key for a small box, though. I will try it.
Nope, no fit.
Oh, let me try it at least.
oh, she did it.
Alrighty, fine. Your timing is incredible as always.
That action doesn't seem productive to me.
What if we cut through the door with a scalpel? It'll take a while.
That action doesn't seem productive to me.
What if we show the door our boyfriend?
That combination makes no sense.
Okay, fair enough. We can talk to Sven about that next
Hey,
thing.
Sven?
Yeah?
Let me turn on my bioanalyzer first.
I need to get inside apartment 113. Can you help?
Sure, you can borrow this master key. Don't leave with it, though. I'll need it later.
Okay.
That means we can
thanks.
go into 15 as well. Hell yeah, thanks Sven. You champion. Oh, I guess we didn't do these things yet.
Do you know anything about the recent murder of a man named Carl?
Nope. As far as I know, no Carl lives here.
Does that mean
What about
the floozy
frequent
lives here?
visitors?
Maybe. Haven't heard the name Carl, but then again, I don't socialize with the tenants. I might recognize the man if I saw him.
Do you know anything about the murder at the museum?
Nothing but common knowledge. I haven't been in that part of town for a while. A shame what happened to Maya, though. She always seemed like a harmless lady to me. Can't imagine who'd want to kill her.
What if we show the photo now?
I did that already.
But he doesn't know it's Carl. Oh, it doesn't
Thanks. You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
matter. Let's go in the other room.
No point. It's not the right door.
Damn, I wanted to go through their things.
He's too honest.
Oh.
Huh.
Cool.
Use the code. There's the.
What?
Would you know the code?
No.
I just click randomly. Use the fingerprint scanner.
Yeah. Oh, you can't do it while that's up. Maybe it doesn't matter.
Still won't open. The code lock must be blocking the door.
I'll try it again. Or can we... I thought it'd be like, you know, when you get tape and put it on the thing and find out.
Yeah. We've got to get someone to type it in.
Let's see how many numbers there are.
Yeah, just... Or maybe it's any code works.
Okay, so it's 3. So what if it's 420? Oh, there's no O. Oh, we could. Well, let's find it. I'm sure we can.
Hey, Sven.
Oh, what if it's 113? That'd be funny.
Hey, I used the master key and some kind of electronic code lock on the side lit up.
That's weird. Those pre-collapse gizmos are supposed to be disconnected. Surprised they even work.
Wait, so the occupant turned it on without telling you?
I guess so, yeah. They must have some technical expertise. I don't even know how those things work myself.
Can't you force it open? Disconnect it, use an override code or something?
No way. Those things go way over my head. I'd say your best bet is cracking the code.
Oh, okay. So that's what the game wants us to do.
Yeah, I'd say it is 113 anyway. Probably
Thanks.
right.
What if we use the scalpel, bust open the side panel, grab 2 little wires, connect them together?
I don't see how those things work together.
We're going to be here for a while.
I don't think it's actually brute force it. What if the 113 would work?
Steve, you're the mathematician. How many possible...
9 to the power of 3, which is 729.
All right, well, let's put this in the maybe pile. We know it's not all at once. What if it's 115? No, we just did that. What am I talking about?
Yeah.
Let's try 911 police.
311. Still backwards.
Let me maybe.
Hi, Doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses.
Oh, wait, read it again?
Hi, Doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses.
Oh. You mean like flip the code? No.
Yeah, we already did that because I did 311. What's the day? Do we know the day he arrived at Nordstrom?
No, not yet. Looks like we've got other augmentation slots. That's going to be cool.
We're going to kiss the blue a few more times, do you reckon?
Say that again?
Do you reckon we're going to kiss the blue a few times in this game?
Kiss the blue? What do you mean
Yeah, that's what the lady with future slang called it.
Hey, please don't leave with my key. I need that.
Forgot about your key.
Right, sorry.
Almost.
Hang on, what? We lost stats for doing that? Oh, hang on.
Yeah, they got names.
Path of the Frigg, Path of Balder, Path of Tyr. Tyr is the god of war in Norse mythology. Frigg is Odin's wife, and Balder is Frigg's son.
Is that Freya?
Yeah, Frigg and Freya is the same thing.
Oh.
Interesting.
I shouldn't leave with the master key. Here's your key back.
All right, good.
All right. Thanks for that, Sven. Clay.
Because I reckon in that note, that's what she means by you're registered now. Is she registered him with the
got some
keypad?
clay.
What do I need clay for?
I don't think
That's
extra
why I
strength
laughed.
helps
It's
there.
like, for what reason?
Northtown.
I don't think I need to go further north right now.
North Kiltown. What's this banner?
More rooms. Seems to be a common thing in Nordsund.
Upstairs? I don't think so. I think we could... Well, that's where we were. Upstairs was the apartment building. The other one, she's like, no.
That's not the right.
There were further stairs that went up.
Oh, yeah.
So I wondered about that, but I assumed she'd just go.
I tried it.
No.
There was no hover point on it. Let's see. Police station, school. Let's go back to the police station. Maybe we can... Oh, hello.
Hello again, Constable.
Hello, Agent.
Sorry, I didn't catch your name before.
It's Gabriel Adamson, ma'am.
All right then. I had some questions, Gabriel.
Sure. I should also let you know that Carl's body has arrived.
Okay.
And our coroner is waiting for you in the morgue.
Cool. It's good to know.
Noted. I'll go and have a look shortly.
Until then, is there anything I can help you with?
How about a pow in the kisser?
Nah, there's no need to brawl.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the tenant of apartment 113 in Amir Road. Can you help?
There are address records in the commissary's office.
Right, that's right.
I'd suggest that you look there.
Now that we know the
Okay,
location.
Thanks. What do you think of Commissary Anderson?
I
Oh,
have
shit.
opinions.
We're gonna do that again.
I'm trying to find the tenant of apartment 113 in Amir Road. Can you help?
There are address records in the commissary's office. I'd suggest that you look there.
I wish it was
Okay,
automatic.
thanks.
Actually, because I'm always gonna forget.
What do you think of Commissary Anderson?
I have opinions about how he does things, but I keep those to myself. I respect the chain of command.
What do you think of Stina Ruth, the councilwoman?
The commissary is the only one at the station who has any regular contact with her. But my impression of her is good. She seems like a straight-up woman. Speaks her mind.
How good is it gonna be? The first time we get to brawl and the first time we get to show our piece to somebody?
Did you know Maya Strand?
Not
We've
really.
done it once at least.
I knew of her, sure. Most people
Not
in Nordson do,
the way we
because
want
of
to.
her importance.
Yeah, it
to
was
the
more of
museum.
a check out my
I
piece.
hardly ever even saw
I'm a
her
big
around,
city
though.
cop.
From what I
You're
hear,
all
she was a
hick.
bit of a recluse.
Look at my gun.
And it was to him too.
What do you think of Walter?
He's a
the
shithead.
robot
Come
guy?
on, say it.
Oh, he's great. My little brother loves him to death.
Yeah? He's popular with the kids?
You have no idea. He's quite the entertainer with that little robot of his.
What's your
I think
opinion on
that
Dr.
the lights on that robot must have
You
some
mean
sort of hypnotic
professionally
effect,
or
and he's got them all under his thrall.
Is there a difference?
I think he's a great doctor and coroner.
But
Between you and me, he kind of rubs me the wrong way.
Sure does.
All that fancy talk and those morbid jokes. It's almost like the recent deaths have cheered him up. But as I said, he does his job well.
I understand. Thanks. What can you tell me about yourself?
Not much to tell. I grew up here in Nordson, and all my family is here. The commissary is my uncle. He's always been the one who encouraged me to become a policeman.
So, how long have you been a cop?
8 years now.
Wow, 8? Must have started young.
Yep, started as a trainee at age 16.
I see.
Fair bid for a 24-year-old.
What do you know about the murder?
I
in the
reckon you could rock
museum?
that as a 24.
I was first at the scene. Poor woman. Looked like she had regained
You
consciousness.
should grow a
after some
Kratos
time
beard,
and
Steve. It
tried
looks
to
so
crawl
good.
to the door.
Sounds horrific. I don't envy her.
What that looks like. Look it up.
I've got a locked door that I need to get through. Is there a locksmith around?
We have a guy for that sort of thing, but I think he's out of town.
Alright, that's too bad. No. I'm not gonna walk around showing people mud for no reason. What do you
It's not just
think
a
of
full
this?
beard.
I'd stick with
It's like
the
nothing
front, ma'am.
specific.
It is, but it's sort of trimmed neat on the sides so it hangs down more. You know, it's not like a Robin Williams beard from Jumanji, but it's got that sort of tough, manicured sort of, you know.
And it's nuts. One thing that was always historically inaccurate with the Kratos character.
Well, he didn't used to have a beard. There's a reason why he has a beard in this series.
But, well, Spartans usually had beards, but they never had mustaches.
Oh, that's the worst combo. That's
That's like the guy that founded their society. That was one of these weird, like, not actually defined the society, but that's one of his weird strictures was that beards were manly, so you should have them, but no one should have a mustache.
No, that guy's wrong. Mustaches, absent mustaches on a beard, it just looks wrong. Like when someone has something in their teeth or something, he's like, there's something not quite right. But yeah, there is a reason why Kratos has a beard now, and I reckon a beard would suit you really well.
I'd have to do with beard and a mustache.
I'd stick with the gun, man.
You would? Why wouldn't you want a mustache?
Because they suck.
Listen to Steve, the fucking Spartan over here.
No, because it's like, then you got to kiss people. Like you have to. Well, you've got hair around your mouth.
I've had no complaints.
That's the thing. I'm not that strong, but about it. But
little size of this mustache. This is huge. It's great. It soaks up all the water as well, so you can squeeze out a shot of water at any time. It's real good.
You only need one person's approval. I've got to make sure that nothing. I have so little opportunities. I've got to make sure nothing rules me out at any time.
People love beards and moustaches. People don't like beards with no moustaches. Unless you're a particular religion.
Let me put it this way. I would not kiss someone with a mustache.
Of course you wouldn't. But you would with a beard.
I found this in one of the drawers in the office.
Ah, well,
maybe
feel
not
free
either,
to use
but
it if you think it can help the case.
Beside the point.
Any idea of what this key could open?
Nope, but it looks small. Some kind of drawer, maybe a filing cabinet or something?
I found this in Carl's coat. What do you make of it?
Not sure. But it's a bit strange that the person who wrote this couldn't just tell him face to face.
Maybe they didn't want to risk being seen together. Or the note's author needed to leave in a hurry.
Yeah, could be.
Really, Artie Fine? I thought you'd be able to grow a good beard. I don't know. It just seems like it would go well. I don't think Tongs could grow a beard, to be honest, but maybe I'm wrong.
Do you know who the woman in this photo is?
Too hard to tell.
Oh, there you go.
Sorry.
Look at my boyfriend.
No, that's private. I won't show that to just anyone.
Alright, that looks pretty good. I think we're
Alright,
done with you, Gabriel.
Good luck out there.
The hard bit about growing a mustache, I must admit, is the when the hair starts to creep over the lip, it's a really gross feeling until you get past it. And then when you do, it's totally fine. You can just let it do its thing.
The mustache hair, don't you have to trim it?
Well, when I was growing a full big mustache, I didn't trim it at all. I just let it do its thing until I actually got some growth.
So you can shape it.
Exactly, because it doesn't really work if you're constantly shaping it. I don't know. It doesn't get the zhuzh that it needs.
If I've ever gone past that point, I've usually just gotten frustrated with the overhanging and gone.
Yeah,
it sucks.
Normally, I hate the overhanging as well. And even growing a beard, there's a part where it gets itchy, but it only is like itchy for a week, and then it just turns normal, and you just don't feel it anymore. Files, best records.
I don't think I need to look him up. I don't think I need to look him up. I don't think I need to look him up. Katarina Berg.
There we go.
Born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR, which means she's been in Nordson for 2 years. I copied the information onto a loose page from my notebook.
Yeah, it can get a bit warm for sure. The opposite is when you shave in winter. Very, very cold.
Let's
I
read
had
the
a
note
few
again.
questions,
No.
Commissary.
Good, I should talk to him.
Gotta do this.
He doesn't remind me of Harvey Keitel, but he does remind me of someone.
Harvey Keitel just sort of has that hair.
Yeah, it'll just be the hair.
I've got
Doesn't
a
have that
locked
long
door that I
face.
need to get through. Is there a locksmith around?
There is, but he's out of town until tomorrow. Can it wait?
Not really. I'll figure something out.
Okay.
Do you know who Katerina Berg is?
Sorry, I'm bad with names.
Oh, I thought there would be a blip there, but not.
What do you think of Walter?
Please
the
say he's a
robot
shithead.
maker?
He may be a little strange, that man, but he has a heart of gold. Nordson wouldn't be the same without him.
What if he's the killer?
What do you think of Dr.
Yeah,
Berg?
that's sort of like
Oh,
the big
he's a
twist at the
fine
end of it. He's like this
Sure, a
mastermind
bit
that's got everyone
eccentric, but a really good physician.
hypnotizing like a
Traded my knee
cult.
way back. Good as new.
And his robot would have the knives to be able to kill.
Yeah.
What do you think of Gabriel?
My nephew is a fine officer.
Remember, the robot's
He's a
also
law and order
updating
kind of
him.
person.
And that's the
Stern.
thing. It's like an advanced AI taking over.
Law enforcement.
That was the
Is it
joke
him?
that the robot
I
made,
wish, but
so yeah.
so far, Gabriel and I are the only ones. I've been trying to get my son to join the force for years. All he cares about is girls and fishing. Suppose it could be worse. At least he brings home a fresh trout every now and then.
That's a weird combo.
That is very strange, sir. Have a look at my mud.
No. I'm not gonna walk around showing people mud for no reason. No, this note is just a reminder to myself. I don't need to show it to anyone. What do you think of this?
Be careful with that. It's not the best thing to have loose in your pocket.
That is very true.
I don't want to share that with him.
Alright, I think that's it. Well, we better slap first.
I have no reason to display my strength to him.
Oh, it's always a
all I
fight.
need.
Very well.
That was one where she did take it as a flex.
Window files. Go back to the morgue.
We went back to the apartment.
Into our apartment?
No, the one with the code.
Did you want me to read this note again, you said?
Yeah.
Hi, Doofus. You're registered now. Go try it out. Remember how you totally flipped the day I first came to Nordsund? Kisses.
Yeah, definitely. We've got the code.
Do we?
Yeah, we do.
Okay, cool. I'm glad you know it. Alright, this shopping district? No, it was Berg Street or whatever the hell. Mimir Avenue.
I just followed Fatongo's link.
Uh-huh.
Hey, Sven.
Can I have that
Yeah?
key?
No, we
Do you
don't
know
need
who
it. Do we?
Katerina Berg is?
Got it on.
Sounds
yeah,
familiar. That could be someone who lives here, but I'm not sure.
Ooh.
This isn't no broken sword.
Do you know who Katerina Berg is?
Oh,
Sounds
what's-
familiar.
Oh, there's two of them that
That
did
could
that.
be someone who lives here, but I'm not sure.
What's your opinion on Gabriel?
Seems to take his job seriously. A bit on the strict side, maybe. But hey, a cop's gotta be
Really?
tough. Now, I
Strict,
myself
Gabriel?
never had a run-in with the law, so that's pure speculation on my part.
See how he's got a beard, Steve, and it has a mustache? See how good it looks? It's like a good, solid
Imagine if he
beard.
didn't. He looked like it's like a cut.
You'd be
Looks good,
Amish.
but imagine how dignified he'd look if it was just shaved the mustache and kept that beard.
Ugh. Couldn't think of anything worse.
Thanks. You can get back to work.
Alrighty.
Alright, Steve, what's the code?
Probably says possibles.
Okay, that's fine.
831.
Nope.
813.
Nope.
This maybe I don't flip it. 138. Shit.
318, maybe?
Yeah. Hey, there's no zero, so it's got to be this combination.
183? Yeah, where are you getting the 8 from? Tell us your reasoning.
So if you click off it and you go to that note she made to herself.
Hi, Doofus.
Yep.
You're registered.
So there's that one.
Go
So
try
that's
it out. Remember
registered.
how you totally flipped
The first day I came to
Kisses.
Nordsund.
The first day.
That's a clue. Yeah.
Okay, I see what you're saying. Let's have a look.
So then if you look at that
Katerina
note.
Born February 2nd, 56 AR. Immigrated to Nordson on May 13th, 80 AR. Which means she's been in Nordson
So that's
for
where
2
the
years.
138 comes from.
13th.
Well, maybe May.
3-1.
Maybe it's 5 because it's May 13th. Or 135.
Oh, there we go.
There we go.
315. Nice.
Wow, a code and a fingerprint? These people have absurd safety concerns.
Oh, God. Okay, so 315, remember that. Now we've got to go to the morgue and cut off her thumb.
Yeah. Let's do the Demolition Man solution to this.
Or I think 24 did it as well. All right. There's a chance we're going to see a penis, everyone, in a second. So if you're shy to penises, just cover your eyes.
Is the bonding agent? We just cut off a finger.
Maybe if it was Carl's finger. I have no reason to believe that Maya had access to the fingerprint scanner.
True.
You're also gonna cut off the wrong corpse's finger.
Yeah? I don't see any issues.
I like if the guy turned around and goes, "What are you doing?" And you go,
"No, he'd be in for
it." That was the wrong one. Can I have Carl for a second?
He would love it. Trust me.
I've never thought to abuse a corpse that way. You've given me ideas.
Oh, we might have to use the strength to cut the thumb off too.
Hey, what are you doing?
I just need to borrow a finger. I'll bring it back later.
Borrow a finger? Are you hearing yourself? That's against all protocols. The body belongs to Carl's next of kin.
Oh, so he's not going to let me, and now he knows that I'm going to be cutting off some fingers soon?
I think we use the bonding agent.
That action doesn't seem productive.
No, we need that thumb.
Distract him so he cut off his thumb.
Yeah, I think that's what I've got to do.
I'll wash my hands when I go to bed. Plenty of time still to get my hands dirty.
Oh, is that the way you think? Fuck that. Can you imagine? It's like, I'll touch all the shit I want. I'll pick up dog shit. And then at the end of the day, though, I'll wash my hands and it'll all be good. You'll still have the ghost of the shit on your hand. Even if you wash your hands right now.
It's like, it's not like bacteria multiplies on the surface of your skin.
Yeah, exactly. Don't want to get dirt in my bed, but throughout the whole day, it's fair game.
I already examined the body at the crime scene. Nothing new comes to mind.
Ghost particles, exactly. See if there's any mire on him. No mire. There's mire on you, though. Any boot prints? On your toots?
No, it's his boots, not his feet.
Blades. Look at this. Yep, got a combo there. Smart scan. Anything else?
Came on his own chest.
Jesus.
Yeah, there's no positive or negative.
Maybe it doesn't matter in this universe.
Yeah, just all humans have evolved, so we don't have that antigen.
All right, let's talk to.
I had some more things to ask.
Shoot.
So there's this locked door that I'm trying to get through.
Unless this door needs medical attention, I'd suggest asking someone else.
Take the hint.
What are your conclusions about Maya's murder?
Most obvious first. The cause of death is acute blood loss due to the multiple stab wounds to the chest and stomach, 2 of which were lethal. The murder weapon is a mid-sized blade, likely a knife of some kind. There are some defense wounds on her arms, so the victim likely tried to shield herself against her assailant. What else?
Yeah, go for it.
Oh, yeah. I couldn't recover any biological traces of the murderer. There's no blood on her that isn't hers, or any traces of skin under her nails. This makes me suspect that the killer likely wore protective clothing and gloves.
A 100% certified got him.
2,300 hours last Tuesday, 5 days ago today.
All right. Now that you've seen both bodies, do you have a theory?
I think it's very likely that a single perpetrator is responsible for both killings.
Why does Carl is
The
missing a
MO
finger
is the
in
same,
Maya, isn't
and the murder weapons share close similarities. Both
Why did
murders
the
were
killer cut off his finger?
The killer came well prepared with the clear goal of killing each victim.
Cutting off the finger was a
The lack
defensive
of
wound.
struggle during the second attack could be an indication that the murderer learned from their mistakes during the first assault.
Okay. Thanks for your input.
That
nothing of
doesn't
it.
make. That
Happy to
usually
help.
means they know the victim, not.
What are your
The guy just got
conclusions
better
about
at it.
Carl's murder?
Just like the previous case, the cause of death is blood loss due to sharp force trauma to the upper body. The murder weapon looks similar to the one used on the previous victim. The victim has a bruised chest, likely from the impact of a hard fall to the floor. And this makes me believe that Carl was attacked from the front and fell to the ground, twisting as he fell. The killer then continued this brutal onslaught from behind to finish the job. Contrary to the previous case, I couldn't find any defense wounds on the victim. The killer would have to be both strong and fast to overpower Carl like that.
I'm strong.
Before he could react and call for help. It's certainly not impossible, but I think it's unlikely that a woman could pull that off without considerable training.
You seen a woman with
This
these
leads
muscles?
me to believe that the person we are looking
that's
for
in
is
this
likely an
universe.
adult male in good physical shape. The time of death was sometime late last night, around 10 to 12
So
hours
very
ago.
All right.
sexist view
Now
as
that
well.
you've seen both bodies, do you have a theory?
I think it's very likely that a single perpetrator is responsible for both killings. The MO is the same, and the murder weapons share close similarities. Both murders were premeditated. The killer came well prepared with the clear goal of killing each victim. The lack of struggle during the second attack could be an indication that the murderer learned from their mistakes during the first assault.
Okay. Thanks for your input.
Think nothing of it. Happy to help.
You know what I've noticed as
Yeah,
well?
but what's that?
These two have distinct different accents. This is just something I picked up. He pronounces both as both. She pronounces both as both. So that's that kind of, I guess, New Yorkish is a both? I don't know. What do you guys do? Do you say both or do you say both? You say both? Yeah, okay.
So it could be that he's an incel, which is why he's like, a woman couldn't do something like this. This is a man's work. When he's in a universe where strength doesn't matter because it can be augmented.
Artie, funny, you a both person?
What do you think of Gabriel?
Your average policeman. I have no strong opinion about him one way or the other.
Okay.
Do you know who Katarina Berg is?
I don't recognize that name. Nope.
What about this?
That's a horrible idea, after all the trouble I went through to get it.
It is a horrible idea. I do like it though. Oh, do I no longer have the scalpel as well?
Or it could be on that arrow. So it's on the other.
Oh yes, I still have
That's
it. I
enough
can cut more
questions
thumbs
for now.
off.
Okie dokie.
Alright, you're not looking.
Right. Not the most observant mortuary attendant.
No need. I already took care of it.
It'd be funny if it was on a timer, like in the code, so that at one stage he goes, wait, what the fuck?
I don't want to shoot that.
Oh, you reckon that's what it was? The clay?
Could have been.
Let's see.
Too late for that. I already cut the That combination makes no sense.
That's hilarious. See ya. Oh, that's so good that it allows you to do that. But hey, we're a thinker, aren't we? Oh, it did it automatically. Thank goodness. Oh yeah! And we're in. Ooh.
Let the powers fall.
Wow. How on earth did they manage to assemble all of this undetected? This is highly illegal. I'll have to report it as soon as I finish the murder investigation.
And you know what? This is the perfect time to call it, I reckon. We've got some intrigue. What's in the room other than this generator? We don't know. We're just a friendly bunch cutting off thumbs around here. Awesome. Well, that was fantastic. This game's cool. Yes,
Before we
Steve?
leave, should I go through what the blood types actually mean?
Alright, do that. Let me just save and quit. Yeah, it has been awesome. Alright, Steve's going to give you a Steve fact.
Okay, so the blood cells, the red blood cells that you would transfuse into someone else, they have antigens on them, and those antigens produce antibodies, which is why it's important, because when you infuse blood into someone else, that blood still produces antibodies within the other person's system. And there are 3 types of antigens. There's A and B, and they named it differently because it was found much later in rhesus monkeys, but they found a third one, which is where the positive and negative comes from. So A means you've got the A antigen, B means you've got the B antigen, and the plus means you've got the third one. So that's what they mean. And the reason they're significant is because the antigens build antibodies, but those antibodies trying to find foreign bodies. But if they come into contact with a blood cell that doesn't have that antigen, so an A antibody comes in contact with a blood cell that doesn't have the A antigen, then they know it's foreign. So they assume they're being tricked, and they'll attack the red blood cell. That's cool. Why the blood types are important, but also why you can have sometimes you can transfuse the wrong type, as long as it goes in a certain direction. So, because the problem is if you transfuse blood and it's producing the wrong antibodies, it'll attack the other person's blood cells. The fact that you're doing a transfusion means they're likely low on blood already. So that can mean death. So instead, that's also why O negative people are considered the universal donors, and AB positive people are the universal recipients, because you can inject. So if you've got the wrong type, it'll be less effective over time. But if I'm O positive, you can inject O negative blood into me, and it would work for a while. My blood cells would attack it though, the antibodies from my blood cells. But before they're attacked or killed off, they'll still work. So if you don't have O positive blood, you can inject me with O negative blood and it would keep me alive. It would be just less effective, and you'd have to use 10 times as much blood as you would if our types matched. But if you go the other direction where the blood has the wrong antigen, then that person's going to be even more trouble. And that's why it's important. But that's also why sometimes they can be mismatched, as long as you know, as long as it's the blood being injected has less antigens.
Well, speaking of mismatched, when I was 16, I once hooked up with a girl that had a blood transfusion and they gave her the wrong blood type and it gave her a stroke. She survived, but she, did some damage for sure.
And that was another Steve fact.
Sure was, Spock. Alrighty, well, sending you guys across over to the old Rad Shaz for the raid. Enjoy, and we'll see you next time. Toodles.